That'll scare some people.
No, that's live, man. Y'all say hi to YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
Like freaking 8 minutes before the show starts. Look, check it out. All right, doing the transition bang. All right, you ready? Everybody get ready to dance. Here we go. Y'all are just freaking
We're just way too fucking white.
yeah. Oh, man, isn't that fun? We are live. Just remember that. We are live.
Time to put a filter
It is the
on.
Geneva Convention that defines, that deals with weapons,
Is it the Geneva Convention? Is that what you said?
which is the subject of the Hague Convention, the first Hague Convention in 1899.
Yeah.
But it's part of the Geneva Convention. The Hague Convention is a subcategory of the Geneva Convention.
I'm just going to go ahead and go with the whole. I'm not really sure why we're there. Why? What happened? Why are we talking about that?
Because naturally, when somebody gets shot, the president's got to talk about banning everybody's weapons.
Yeah.
So
I got you now, man. I'm tracking.
So when they say we want to ban assault rifles and stuff like that, it's like, okay, well, you can ban the assault rifle all you want to, because I don't have an assault rifle.
Here we go again.
My rifle has never assaulted anyone.
Well, I just want to sue them because my weapon effectively ain't killed nobody yet. And believe it or not, it goes back into ancient and classical warfare as to define what their weapons are. Then it goes to the Middle Ages, early modern. I'm like, holy crap.
Kim Ford, the right woman wants a nice, God-fearing man. See, it's shit like that. Why do I want to snap? Danny, why do I want to snap when I see shit like that? Why does that enrage me?
What was that?
Oh, wait, Kim, right here. It says, the right woman wants a nice, God-fearing man. Why does that just like in...
Because it's
the insinuation is that
I'm not
you're not.
man.
No. What it is? That's the chick that's dating the married guy, right?
No,
No.
this is an old friend that I tore it up. I think I broke it.
You think you broke it?
I
Or
did.
you broke it?
I broke it. I told that bitch to sit on a bag of throat. Ooh, wait, we're on a freaking mirror. Be quiet.
Well, are our speakers going?
Oh, yeah,
Our mics going?
we're live. Right now, we're live on YouTube. We're dicking off.
Yay! For thinking
We're
off.
live on the air here in about 3 minutes. This is what we do before the show, folks.
We get really, really, really
We're all
bored.
sitting there trying to come up with something because our guests couldn't make it tonight.
Which is why we don't plan for shit.
No, hell no. I don't even know. What do you want to talk about? I
Um,
want to talk about polling. I'm really interested in how that shit is just screwing everything up.
Polling?
Yeah, the presidential polling. Herman Cain was talking about it on the air this morning, and I was like, "Wow, that really makes sense." Because he was kind of talking about, like, if it's got less than 1,000 people polled, then what? I mean, you could poll the three of us on who likes chocolate ice cream. So if you and I like chocolate ice cream, freaking 66% of the people in the world like chocolate ice cream.
Right.
And
You're polling 1,000 people in Washington D.C.
that have home phones.
that and you're just taking it for that little constituency. That's like saying, okay, we're going to do a poll in downtown Atlanta, and that's what the entire state of Georgia likes.
Yeah.
In order to be the kind of poll that is just and fair, you would need to poll.
Sorry. How do you spell insinuate? Like that? No, that doesn't look right. I think I'm close.
In sin, S-I-N.
S.
I really wish I could type for you. It'd be a whole lot easier.
It's not S-I-N.
Insinuated.
It's I-N-S.
In sin.
You ate it. Smallwood, you freaking got us, buddy. That was freaking funny.
That just popped up out of nowhere.
That was fun. That was freaking funny, dude. I don't even know what I just typed. Hold on. Okay, I-N-S-I-N.
You
You.
aided.
That is such a fucked up way to.
Hang on.
Because that's
Let me pull
insinuation.
up.
I want an insinuation. So, back this crap up. Where's Barry at? That's something to spell.
Did I not just spell that for you?
Not sure what you are insinuating.
Insinuating.
Oh, now we're just fucked up completely.
I-N-S-I-N.
Uh-huh.
U-A.
Just type ing.
I-N-G.
She said I'm
Oh, Google didn't try to fix it for you. You spelled it right.
Hey, the show's gone to shit. We ain't started yet.
Man, I'm tired already.
baby, things are way too fast for me.
It was that weather.
I need another one. You getting another one?
I'll get
Man,
you one while I'm going to be
You
out there.
are my favorite captain.
But I am going to pee first.
Go Pete, man. We'll go live without you. It don't matter.
Okay.
Got up on that high road.
Damn, Barry, that was funny as shit, man. That just popped up out of freaking nowhere. I got a brand new girlfriend.
Flew out to LA for the weekend. Spent the whole day lying on the beach where nothing but a straw playing. Kissy, kissy, smoochy, smoochy, talking mushy, mushy about nothing. Man, I think I'm on to something. Because I feel just like a kid again.
I feel just like a kid again. A do. And then I go a riding poo.
She pops the top of me a cold beer.
A cold beer.
My buddy's always welcome here.
He's always welcome, always welcome, always. Hey, it's freaking 7 o'clock. Let's go live.
It's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Holy shit! I can hear myself half a mile away.
Holy Nikes. All right, let's get rid of this
You
crap.
just whistle for it and it appears.
You guys ready?
If only it were boobs.
Yeah.
Man, it's the Arthur man.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get yeah. You know, you can't even say that because he like trademarked it.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey, it's World
and-
According to Mike. It's Monday night.
Yes.
The World According to Mike
Yay.
now on a new night.
Yes. So
Monday.
God, why can't Jennifer Aniston be here?
because it's Monday night.
Yeah. Yeah, if we had a show on Tuesday,
If we were Tuesdays.
might see some nip.
Yeah.
So it's Military Mike. I'm here again. Monday night. It's raining. Absolutely. We had Herman Talmadge III was going to be with us tonight, but unfortunately, he's down in Atlanta, I believe, and he's going to be tied up. So I just said, hey, let's just reschedule this, and me and my lovely co-host, the Variable Speed.
How are you, Mike?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm hanging in there.
I've had kind of a crappy day, but I'm gonna get over it.
Yes, you will.
I'm gonna get over it. Captain Pat, sir, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Fair to partly cloudy, followed by scattered light in the morning. Class A's and tennis shoes. They ever say that anymore? Light coat of oil. We used to say that all the time. Man, this old military shit.
Yeah.
I'm in a mood tonight, folks.
I can tell.
I'm in a mood. So if you're listening and you don't like offensive language,
Tough shit.
Yeah. Yeah, really. And here's a really funny one. I don't give two shits if you don't give a shit. I'm in a mood.
Why do people not give two shits? I mean, do you just give one shit? How does that work?
Well, have you ever shit more than once?
Yeah,
I went before I got here, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go again.
I think you do.
I tell you what, I boiled some potatoes, man. I love potatoes.
Man.
I just love taters. I love taters. I'm like that fat guy on Lord of the Rings. What was his name? Samwise Gamgee or whatever. Yeah, man. If I went on that whole pilgrimage with those guys, I'd be like, what we eating?
Pilgrimage.
Yeah. Or
You mean like
quest.
quest? You mean
Pilgrimage quest. Leave me alone.
to the fridge?
I know one thing. If you
are Lord of the Onion Ring.
That is so funny.
Wow.
Lord of the I'm getting a shirt. I'm making a shirt. I swear to God, I gotta write this stuff down. Oh,
It's
God.
the Fellowship of the Onion Ring.
That's right. Oh my God. We were talking about movies that make you fall asleep this morning on the morning show after I got chewed out. And I'm just doing that in case Scotty's listening. So it was like, what movies have you paid to go see that you fell asleep in, And he was like, oh man, Alice in Wonderland, some of the best sleeping I've ever done. and then he goes like this. It's funny because he goes, oh, part 2. Oh yeah, you'll get just as much sleep, And I was like, Batman and Superman. I fell asleep in it. I
can't think of one because it's like usually I'm very good about picking movies that don't suck.
Oh, what? See, that's why you don't have a woman on your staff. Of course, you're going to pick stuff that doesn't suck. Because you're going to go see bitch
Wait, what was
movies.
that movie we just saw the other day? Oh, the one that, okay, Christian, if you're listening, don't pick any more movies for that flipping Redbox crap because that was like the worst movie. I know that it happened to have, what's his name from The Walking Dead? Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus, yes. Oh my God.
That was
What kind of name is Reedus?
That's his real name.
I know, but what kind of name? What origin do you think that is? Reedus.
Scottish
or Gaelic?
Gay. He said
He
gay.
said Gaelic.
He said Gaelic. I hope you're listening.
Yeah, he's taking his time out on Monday morning to listen to us.
Let me tell you something. He heard that I was going to be on the air tonight, and that sumbitch said, "You know what? That dude is like a zombie." He just.
Oh, he knows I'm such a follower. He has to follow me too.
Absolutely. Oh, I want to see this too right here. This crazy movie, Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I did kind of.
God, I want to go see it.
We also want to see Life of Pets.
Yeah, well, you guys are like that. You guys are going to go have dinner together and get some ice cream and sneak some candy in.
Bullshit. We sneak our guns in.
Yeah. Our theater doesn't allow guns. We sneak our guns in.
I've got a 45 caliber under each tit. Come on, let's
go. Stop it. That's funny.
Fuck a Twizzler. I can pay $2 for that.
You
go to Dollar Tree and you buy up your movie candy there.
Oh yeah.
Which is what 150 yards away from the theater.
But some people go in there and pay the big dollars, man.
And then all we do
for like 6 Twizzlers.
Yeah, and then all we do is get in there and buy the giant slushie.
Well, how about the kids that go in there and they get the freaking big ass thing of popcorn and then they go, oh, look at all these flavor salts, and they put like cinnamon on it, and then they eat like 2 pieces and go, oh, this tastes like yeah. Not
because it sounded good when you said it.
Yeah, because if one of my kids did that, I'd pull a ticket out of his hand and go, "You're not coming in." You can call me later.
There's only really 2 things that should ever really and truly go on top of popcorn.
Here we go.
Salt?
We asked for this one.
Yes.
Salt and bacon grease.
No. If you pop your popcorn in bacon grease,
Oh, even better.
You can't put hot grease on popcorn because it'll degrade the bursted out kernel.
Right.
Yeah. That's why you.
But
That's
no,
why
no,
you can't really use.
But that's why
hot
you
butter.
bake. That's why you pop your popcorn
In
in
it.
bacon grease.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I can dig that. You know what my kid showed me too? This you guys are gonna love this. I wish I had bag popcorn.
Potato
now. Damn it.
bombs?
Oh no, don't say. I had my potato fix today, but you know what I do? I put creamy spinach on top of it.
Mhm.
It's kind of, give me the fart shouldn't be like liquidy or
No.
chunky or drip.
Farts should not have lumps in them, nor should they drip.
Yeah. So I'm glad I don't. Oh, damn! This is my chair. Sitting in the captain's chair, and it was a rewrite and put my chair in. Damn it, man. I can't even get one over. I'm going to lick the microphone. There. That way I'll tell him tomorrow when he's talking in it. Well, I licked that microphone. He was sitting over there the other day and he like sneezed and there was just like crap all over my mic, the little guard right here. And when I was sitting over there, I'm like, dude, what is wrong with my, and we just started laughing. It was uncontrollable. Yeah, I'm like, there's dried snot,
Did you see that there was a video going around of a girl that was talking about how she was born to be on the radio and she was born, she was born for this. And the guy says, can you do a mic check for me? And she goes into the studio and she's going, okay, so like a mic check. And he's like, yeah, do a mic check. And she's like, okay, mic check 1, check 2, check 3, mic check 1, check 2, check 3. How's that? And the guy's like, that was lovely. Now can you do it to the mic? And then he walks into the room and swings the mic around to her face. Yes, lady, you were born for this.
You got a face for radio.
Damn.
All right, so you guys are going to go see The
that
Secret.
hurt.
You know what? I know better. There's nothing I got in the bag that could possibly offend you.
No, not really.
Yeah, I mean, that's a deal.
Yeah,
with
not after
combat.
what I got told coming back from the rental store the other day.
Yeah, the adventures, see, you guys, there's a potential show there, man. The adventures. I don't know what y'all's little sexy names for each other are, and I don't want to know. So maybe we could come up with something else.
Pudding.
Butt monkey.
Butt monkey. There you go. That'll be acceptable in Walmart.
Butt monkey.
Butt monkey, your wife is waiting at the front.
Yeah. Bring the bananas and tampons. Bastard. So,
Well, the
Yeah.
first 10 minutes of this show have been absolutely wasted.
well, it's I think there's
First
going to be about-
commercial.
yeah. It's going to be 2 hours of waste tonight, man. I'm glad we're not paying by the minute. If we were paying by the minute, we're screwed. Yeah.
Right now, Scotty's upstairs trying to contemplate,
Yeah, Scott-
deducting this from our paychecks.
Either that or suicide. Like, Jesus, here we go.
No, he's upstairs going, no, I'm not going to give them a show.
Yeah.
Like hell.
Wait, does anybody listen on Tuesdays? No, not really. So,
No, nobody
okay.
listens. Yeah, we're going to have to
Yeah,
build
you guys
up
gonna-
Monday, I think. Monday night, we're going to have to build up, which is cool because I always felt on Wednesday night we were kind of fighting,
The
The church
the
crowd.
church crowd. Well,
Yeah.
we are up to 2 viewers.
Yeah.
But that's you and Mike.
I'm not on YouTube.
We got some. You're not on YouTube?
No, I'm not.
Dun, dun.
Look,
Looks
yeah,
like
you're
you're
right
right there.
We have 2.
Okay, so now that means we actually have to do a show. Can we please do something intelligent now?
No. You know what? Hell no. Man, I got my heart broken today. Leave me alone. All right. Hey,
Wait a minute now.
well, I don't want to
But
talk
then-
about my heartbreak and then go right to the legend of Tarzan.
Well,
It's
that
just
pretty
going to
much-
sound freaking
Oh.
flamer. Yeah, I'm a flamer. Hey, is that your monkey or
Well, if you weren't
Ape. I
swinging
guess they're
from a
ape.
tree,
were they apes or chimpanzees? What were they?
Apes.
I'm pretty sure.
Apes.
He's Lord of the Apes.
There
Not
ain't no
Lord of the
chimpanzees?
Chimpanzees. No, but he did have a
what? The
chimpanzee.
chip what?
The Chipsies.
Those freaking nomad
The
monkeys.
original Tarzan show, he did have a chimpanzee.
Yeah. Nomad monkeys. That's the name for a band.
There you
Nomad
go.
Monkeys.
Nomad Monkeys. Hell yeah. I
It's
like
also a strip joint.
it. Yeah. In
There's
Saudi
nomad
Arabia.
monkeys in here.
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia. It's called Nomad Monkeys. It's out in the desert somewhere. Kind of like Ali
All
Al
right.
Salim. All right. So moving down. Why are we talking about movies?
You're the one that brought it up.
I know. I ain't got nothing to talk about. Our guest isn't here. Finding Dory. Did y'all like Finding Nemo?
We did.
We did, and we actually
yeah.
went and saw Finding Dory, and we enjoyed it too.
And the two of you went together
yes,
as a little date.
Yeah.
Did you have ice cream beforehand?
actually, no, we took our granddaughter.
We took our grandchildren.
Oh, see, now we can't talk bad about it.
Well,
No,
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 it was
I mean,
good.
it was
No,
a good
I'm
movie.
I'm saying if it was just you two, I was going to rack on you. But you brought a kid, so you're good. You're good.
Well, we kind of
Safety
sometimes
zone.
have
You know what's really funny is my daughter. My daughter won't let me take my granddaughter to any movies.
Well,
Up
because
with
you
that.
can't take her to those kinds of movies. It says 21 or over.
No, it doesn't. It says 2 + 1. She's 5. I'm good. Oh no, wait, plus 21. Never mind.
It's 21
Yeah,
and
or
up.
I thought it was up to 21. That would just be weird.
They should have done that with Finding Dory because there was a lot of annoying people in there.
Well, yeah. Now, okay, here's what we were talking about earlier. And of course we have our female expert here, our expert on vagina.
Yes.
Well, wouldn't
Yes.
that be a guy? Never mind. Okay. Now I guess a woman would be because y'all carry it around all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got a fake one. So, but it's not real. It looks real. It
Yeah,
touches.
but mine is actually connected to, autonomous things.
Oh, so is mine. That just
it's
creeped me out.
it's embedded in the mattress.
You can do
But at
that.
least you can't suction cup yours to the bathroom wall.
Not anymore. I tore down all the drywall. Man, you guys, where are y'all bringing me? The freaking world according
We're
to
up to
Mike is
3
going to be.
viewers.
Yeah, the world according to Mike is going to be in jail. Yeah, we're broadcasting live from Rockdale County Jail. Okay, so here's what we were talking about a little bit earlier. Give us some insight because the morning show moves so fast.
By the way, Cheetah was the name of the chimpanzee in the original Tarzan.
Was.
Like 5 minutes behind. He's on to a new topic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Don't
look,
do this.
Google
You know-
does not respond
you
that fast in the
know-
middle of a storm.
You know, this guy. Now I got to talk about that. Why the hell would you name a chimp Cheetah?
I don't know.
What the hell's the cheetah's name? If you say chimp, I swear. If you say chimp, I swear to God, I will go to commercial.
monkey?
That'd be funny if you went chimp Moon River.
All right, we're done here.
Yeah.
So the
You
rest of the show will be about absolutely nothing.
Absolutely, it's my world.
Hey, wait, we were talking about vagina and then we jumped into chimpanzees.
Oh,
How does
that's
this
why
work?
she got her. Well, you know what? You're just gonna have to keep your vagina on hold because I got some more jokes about freaking chimpanzees now. Oh man.
Well, I thought you were going to
Well,
bust on
now,
Tarzan.
now you wonder why you're a single man. You put vagina on hold.
Look, the vagina's been putting me on hold. You know what? They lied on the recruiting posters because it said 9 out of 10 people are looking for these qualities. You know,
Yeah.
to be all that you can be. I changed it a little bit to get all that you can get, but
Yeah.
same thing. Man, women aren't looking for that. Women aren't looking for a smart guy. That's one. Women are not looking for men that are intelligent.
No.
They don't want to have anything to do with it. 2, they are not looking for a nice guy. They want a bad boy that they can they think they can train into opening doors and being polite and all that other stuff. They do.
Okay, you know how the men have the hot to crazy matrix.
Oh yeah.
You understand how that works. Well, women are looking for 2 objects as well. They have the hot to wealthy matrix.
Yeah. So basically, what
Yeah.
you're saying, because I got the good looking thing down.
Because
I'm
if you're
freaking
a
damn good-looking man.
10,
I'm
if
just-
you're a 10 in the financial department,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you're a
Yeah.
1. I mean,
You're right.
Yeah.
exactly.
You are right. Yeah, that sucks.
But you
Wow,
can
that's
be a
so true.
super hot dude and
Be broke.
Be broke,
as
and you're not
hell.
going to have a chick.
Oh, because you can't do stuff. I
oh
mean,
well yeah, you will, but it will only be for one night.
Yeah, it's a one night stand.
no, we're not talking about that. I don't want any one night stands. I want at least 3 nights. The chloroform takes a while. You can't. The first date, the chloroform's still wearing off, and they're all like, "Oh, where am I?" And
Well, by the
freaking
third day, they're
whining.
clawing. They're
Yeah.
clawing at the walls. trying to figure out why they're.
That's
in
why you
there.
clip their fingernails. What are you talking about? A date or a gerbil? Yep, we went really bad. Okay, so
That
Here,
went
on the
south
Richard-
really
Yeah.
fast.
all right, so here you've got all this incredible. You've got incredible. You thought that was non-alcoholic beer, didn't you? Okay, so you got all these crazy, wild movies that are out. You know, and you got the animated set, which is big money now.
Yeah.
Years ago, an animated movie was something. It was like Disney. It was one
Well,
out
you know,
maybe
right.
once a year.
Disney
and-
Pixar would put one out maybe each year, but it took
Yeah.
them all year to make that movie.
Right. Now they're spitting them out, and
You know
okay,
why?
it pisses me off too because they spit them out in 3D, and it's $8,462 per kid. Oh,
But
you want 3D glasses?
But
Add another $10.
you stop and think. This is a little bit smarter for the Hollywood sets because
I don't like them.
you don't have to.
I don't like the Hollywood. They're all Jewish.
Well, it used to be Jewish actors too, but now they're just paper, and they're a lot cheaper.
What's wrong with Jewish actor? What's wrong with the Jews?
I don't know. I thought back in like the 50s and 60s, Hollywood was all Jewish.
It was. And
The-
it pretty much
the
still
production
is.
stuff is, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
well,
Hollywood is still pretty much owned
I
by
think we
the
just-
Jews
like,
and the
they're
Jewish
just-
actors and stuff like that. I mean, there's
no
still
shit. I think we just went in like 3 different directions. I had to check the YouTube. To see if we, I was checking the YouTube to see if I was still here. Yep, still here. That's some scary stuff right there, brother. Okay, so let's get off the Jews because you know they are the chosen ones.
And well, that and we just lost a viewer. It was probably Jewish.
Oh, look, he's back. Tried to figure out a way to make a buck.
Just kidding.
You know, I know Jewish noses are so big, don't you?
Mm.
Air is free.
wow.
But okay, so back to the
Where's your
somewhat
where's your
storyline.
noise thing?
Yeah, somewhat storyline. Okay, so all these high speed drag low, this and that movies are out, and then they come out with crap like this. Mike and Dave need wedding dates.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Okay,
Two hard parting brothers place an online ad to find the perfect dates for their sister's Hawaiian wedding. Hoping for a wild getaway, the boys instead find themselves out hustled by the incontrollable duo.
Okay, so yeah,
Basically, they're two friggin'
college guys or high school guys,
they're
or
looking for dates, and these chicks are looking for ways of making money off of it.
yeah. So they
these
get
chicks
so
are
they're-
looking for a free trip to Hawaii. That's what they're looking for.
Hookers.
I just don't. Okay, who pitches this idea to I guess a production company? I've got 2 great
Well,
storylines.
First off,
would love-
it's got Zac Efron in it, so that's it's
so he could just show up.
right.
Yeah.
So there's
that's eye
your
candy.
Yeah.
exactly. It's the eye candy movie. This is to
And
draw in
look
the
at the
chicks.
picture.
Yeah.
Freaking washboard abs, mini skirt.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
airbrushed.
I know. I'm airbrushed, by the way. If you look at my picture on YouTube, if you look right there, this part right here that looks like it's missing, it's really not. It was a hydrogen peroxide accident.
Oh yeah, and I'm not this fat. We just blow me up on this.
Freaking YouTube ad's like 100 pounds.
I'm not fat at all. I've airbrushed myself to
Yeah.
be this big.
That's why I
I
can't
know
this
men
way.
don't like skinny chicks. Come on.
Wow, you had to bring up skinny chick, huh?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Should I not say blonde or brunette or redhead or which one this week?
Well, you're such a bitch. Shut up. Oh no! Look, right at that is wrong. Oh my god! That is so. What timing is that?
I suck.
God, it's freaking uterus LoJack or something. Man. I don't even know if that's a real thing, but it's funny. How did that happen?
Because
Oh,
whenever
so
a man is talking about us, our
Did you say
vaginas
tinkling?
tingle.
Do they?
I do. Yes, they do. When a man's talking about us, we know.
Oh my god!
We know.
See,
It's
we're
like
just-
ESPN.
We do need to have a set. We need to have a separate. You can guess my weight. I don't know. That's not ESPN. That's like the sports channel. I know what you're doing.
No,
It's
I know
the
how
Ocho.
fast this is
Yes,
going
the
down.
Ocho. Oh, yeah, man. I love watching the Ocho. Oh man, I'll get to that.
All right. So, what other movies were you?
Okay,
you're gonna look
here's
at?
okay. So one, the Legend of Tarzan probably cost $800 million to make. Okay.
There's a ton of CGI. In it.
It's like all CGI.
Yeah.
You know, so that's crazy. Why does it cost so much? Because it can.
Well, because the guy who programs the computer
yeah.
says,
paid.
guess what?
Yeah.
You'll pay me what I want in order to create your scene.
and you know, I go back to, because you know, my son's going to school for this kind of stuff, and he'll bore you to death. You know?
Right.
He's a nerd. But when you go to like the extra disc on like Star Wars,
Right.
and you see, have you ever seen that little matrix that shows for the 3 minutes of the Mustafar fight, you know, with all the lava and all? It shows everything that it took to do those 3 minutes.
Right.
It's like 100,000 man hours
Right.
to
Yeah.
do those 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And so you kind of get an idea, but then you kind of go back and you go, really?
What happened to markers?
Well,
and flip
what
books?
happened? What happened to like the original Star Wars, which was the groundbreaking, you know,
it was
visual effects, because they decided, hey, let's not have the spaceship move by the camera. Let's fix the spaceship and let's move the camera around it. And it was a whole new concept on how to do things.
I just don't know that all this technology is making me happy. I know that one thing, social media, is having the ability to find out what the hell's going on right now. Okay, earlier we were talking about Africa, remember?
Yep.
And we were talking about people that keep saying they're going to move back to Africa. I'm not slamming on anybody, but I'm just saying people have been saying they're going to move back to Africa. Well, the one woman on the YouTube said, yeah, do it, because you will find out there's no law enforcement. There's none of this stuff. I'm not trying to get serious, but a friend of mine, and I don't think he's listening, but let's just say his name's Mike. His name is Mike. So, you know, I'm not that smart. So if I come up with another name, I'll be like, Danny. Who's Danny? Oh, the guy I was talking about. He's with an Afghan Special Forces unit.
Mm-hmm.
Afghan, is that right? Afghan?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Are you
Africa. He's in Africa.
African?
Africanian?
African is the mission going on in Africa.
I can try and reach him. He might be up, or he might have his cell phone on him. All right. Well, so we talk in the middle of the night, right? And he'll have to like stop talking for a little while. He'll be, hold on just a sec. And there'll be people, if they're out in certain areas when they're not supposed to be, he shall we just say he eliminates them or hurts them badly just for being where they're not supposed to be.
Right.
He
Well,
detains their lives.
And the other, when I was out at Fort Sam for ANOC, one of the other E7s that was in the class was from USASOC, and he helped prep the SF units that were going for African, and the command staff for all the USASOC, which is United States Special Operations Command.
Yep.
These are the SEALs, PJs, Green Berets, Rangers, Delta, the whole 9 yards. That's what they control. They thought it would be wise to put together an all-black Special Forces unit to show that we were a very open and sensitive to the needs of the foreign country. When they landed at the airfields there, they were met at gunpoint and they were told flat out. And this is what he's telling us. He said they were told flat out, "We sold y'all into slavery years ago. We don't want you here. Leave. We will only learn from the white man." And they were turned away.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not
Mike,
disrespectful. It's what they're saying.
Mike does not. He does not want our folks, because there was a general. And you know what? I don't remember his whole last name, but he went by Kip, K-I-P.
Right.
Do you remember who it is? A very dark-skinned general,
right.
And that's why he was putting Africa on there. And he basically was like, you know what we do? We come over here and we build stuff.
Right.
We build little square concrete boxes, because if we try to leave where we're, encamped, they will kill us.
Yeah.
And it's like, and everybody else in the world is like, oh, we're doing such great help over there.
No, we're not.
No. We're sending another 560 guys to Iraq. And you guys know what it's like working with those people.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's right there at it. So let's go ahead and go to a commercial. We'll come back. We'll try to be funny again.
We'll try to lay off this more serious stuff.
And we'll let Danny talk about a vagina. Whether it's hers or not, it's up to her.
Pokemon. I'm okay with Pokemon. Let's talk about Pokemon.
Man.
That's the new term for, you know.
Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon.
I got you. Hey, it's World According to Mike. It's Monday night, and we'll be back in just a few.
Did you get in trouble?
Who got in trouble?
Are we getting in trouble?
Did we? Did I get you in trouble?
Is it texting?
No.
Okay. Okay. Hey, the only person I pay for is Scotty. I mean, if Scotty's good, we're good.
Their headquarters would not be Stuttgart.
Well, he's on it
Man,
tonight,
Barry,
man.
you're on fire today.
On point tonight. So I don't know if Mike Carter's listening, but apparently he's not a happy guy today.
Colonel Carter?
No, Mike Carter. Stephanie threw a couple back and forgot to pick up his phone today.
Here.
You know, Big Mike. Yeah, Stephanie likes to, you know.
A little bit too much.
Doot, 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 doot.
Oh. That was pretty fun.
All right, what to talk about when we get back?
What do you want to talk about?
Well,
I'm
I
going to
mean,
bring up the polling stuff, but that's just. I can bring up the news. Want to see what's going on? Poor Mike Carter. I know, man. He's a little hurt today, man. He's raising the hospital, and Stephanie's not behaving herself.
Evan Bowe mounting Senate run.
hey, did you know that there were 2 military dating sites? Well, actually, there's several more
one
than
says "Ladies of Ukraine."
that. No, there's Military Cupid and Single Soldier, and I think there's one called BAH. I'm pretty sure that's the Dependa one.
Clinton hits Trump's dictator infatuation.
Clinton hit Trump's dick? What?
She wouldn't know what a dick looked like if it hit her in the face. After Facebook post, Missouri man is shot dead by officer during break-in.
Do stupid things, win stupid prizes. When we get back, you want to say happy birthday to Buddha?
Yep.
You know, so much has happened since the last time we actually did a show. But it all happened like last week. And I'm pretty sure everybody's tired of talking about the same old crap.
Yeah. But we put a slant on it.
We've gone Asian?
Huh? No.
I mean, if we're going to offend everybody, let's just go ahead and offend everybody.
Yeah, so this guy makes threats on Facebook and then goes over to the cop's house and involves himself in a gunfight against the cop.
Well, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Rob's Performance, located right there on 1901 Old Covington Road, 770-388-9545. I'm telling you, for all the important things like driving you.
The off-duty officer was also inside and gave series of verbal commands to Mr. Gebhard, which he ignored, the police said. Fearing for his life and the lives of the others in his home, the off-duty officer shot the suspect. And the police said the newspaper quoted the police as saying that the officer said, "Get down, get down, get down," before firing. Mr. Gebhardt was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Mr. Gebhardt was biracial.
Not anymore. God, this will take you back to your high school days.
See, I thought it would be fun to do to just come up here and DJ for like an hour or two. Just play songs. Music like this, chilling. Songs coming up. switch over, hey, knuckleheads. Remember back in high school when you're doing it, blah, 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 blah. And then have your own, he can set up your own folder. So like during the day or sometime you can come set up 25 songs that were all in the 70s. I love 50, 60 music. Know the words to all. You see them saying, my kids laugh at them. They're like, how do you remember the words to all of those songs?
Because I've heard them 500 times, and I've sung them while driving down the road.
Mom and Dad,
while your ass was strapped in the car seat.
Mom and Dad, when I was growing up, man, let me tell you something. But there was that big ass console stereo, man. And there was always an album.
And then you turn to them and say, "Let it snow."
Let it snow.
Yeah, and then watch them take off with it.
Yeah. And then you hear 6 hours of. Or Adele's Hello. Holy crap. Everybody knows the words of that.
Let's not go there. I could play piano.
No.
You didn't like it the other night when I played the piano for you.
You said everything you say sounds so dirty.
Your mind is in the gutter. I said, you didn't like it the other night when I played piano for you, and how is that dirty? How is that dirty, Mike?
Depends on what you're talking about. Piano.
I have a piano app for the iPad.
Sure you do.
I do.
See, Mike agrees.
Whatever. Y'all pervs.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's 3/4 of the reason we're married.
Whatever.
Well, it was why we got married. I covered the mic.
Get it? Big ass Texas.
Big ass.
Texas, the state.
Yes.
Big ass. It's the biggest state. Big ass Texas.
It'll be the first to secede from the Union.
Let me explain something. I will drink this whole beer.
I hope you drink it because it looks like you're just giving it head.
All right. It's World According to Mike. It's Monday night. It's July 11th.
Good grief. Where does time go?
2016 in the year of our Lord. And quite frankly, it's 7:35 and I was threatening to drink the whole beer. I didn't do it. But I will. I'll get around to it. Actually, you know, there's a wow.
Yeah, exactly.
There's what was I gonna do? I got there. Where's that thing at? Where's it at? The he sent it to me. Where was it?
I don't know what you're looking for.
The phone number.
Up.
Did you just say up?
Yeah.
Here.
That's it.
All righty. Look at that American flag. It's American. The American flag. All right, so let's make a phone call. There's no way to prank him on this one because he's going to recognize the phone number, I'm sure.
Unless you want to call him from my phone.
Yeah, but I don't know how to hook it up to all this so we could hear the blasphemy.
Oh, I'm
So,
sure it's going to be fun.
See, you get like we don't answer this thing like during the day. Because if you're sitting down here, you just be stuck on it all day from people calling. You get 5,000 phone calls and requests and all that other stuff. Not to try to say that we're not good. I can't figure out how this thing works.
It's a phone, Mike. You press buttons.
Damn it, man. There's too many.
No, 1 through 9.
Just tell it to call Buddha.
Get my assistant to help
Call
me
Buddha.
there. I don't know what the hell is going on. I guess that's the power. So you just that and you see the number, just let me know when you're dialing it. I'll hear it in my headphones. God, man. Oh, so Pat.
Yeah.
polling, and we'll get to this, after we're done talking to Buddha. Oh, I got a call friend of mine too. Now we can prank him, but no, he'll probably go off. He's probably drunk by now.
Polling.
So as soon as we get through to Buddha here, but just kind of to wet the whistle. I don't trust polling, but it seems like the lower intelligent folks, right?
They worship it like it's the gospel.
Is that why they do
but
that?
I mean, if you go to like Fox Network, you'll see a poll that says Trump's on top. If you go to CNN, you see a poll that says Clinton's on top. Does that concern anybody that there's that much of a swing? Well, no, because if people who watch CNN, they don't go over to Fox. People who watch Fox don't go over to CNN. I mean, why would you go to the Clinton News Network?
Yeah, I heard that. Are we that bad? Are we sheep?
Yes. We are a nation of sheep.
Ouch, that hurts.
Well, and here's the thing. As a voter, as a citizen, you should be a responsible voter, which means that you should research the candidates and see what they stand for and what they believe in, but not just research here recently. Look in their past, because as the news has pointed out numerous times, Clinton standing up there now saying, "Oh, I've always been a supporter of the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender," but not 5 years ago, she's sitting in a news interview and she's like, "No, I do not support it. I don't think it should happen. I don't like them. They should go." So you have to wonder what
does she stand? Well, I mean, Trump does that too, though. I mean, Trump bounces all over the place. All right, let's call our big daddy here. Please work. It's working. Wow.
Your co-host is a genius.
Yes, he is.
Hello.
Buddha.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's up?
What's happening?
Not much.
You know who this is?
Not right off.
Military Mike, man.
We have to do this the right way.
Did you just say who? Oh, that hurt. It's Military Mike.
Oh, I don't have your phone number in here.
Well, this ain't my phone. That's not why I'm hurt. I said Military Mike and you said who. That's what hurt.
Oh.
You don't care, do you?
Well, usually you're muffling more than I would understand.
So he's never actually understood a word you've ever said.
And I tell you what.
And you know what? That's even worse, because that means that he's just been going, no.
Today the kick in the balls just keeps coming. Been sitting on a bag of frozen peas all
I
day.
didn't even know you had balls. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Wow.
See, now, Buddha, we heard a rumor about you today. We were just calling to confirm.
And that's my co-host, Anna.
We heard it was your birthday.
Yes, it is.
And we were calling to wish you a happy birthday, but I'm pretty sure Mike's going to turn that into an FU now.
Yeah, you're like, what, 5,000 years old?
Well, not that much. You're a little bit older than me. Just barely, I guess.
How old are you? You got to be well into your 50s.
I'll tell you what.
You don't get no respect, do you?
No.
I know, man.
You don't ask a man his age.
Oh,
no, dude, you don't ask a woman the age.
Yeah, you don't ask a Buddha the circumference of his fat gut. Yeah, it's your birthday. See, he laughs. He knows. He's good people. Well, come on, man. You gotta tell us. How old are you?
I'm 49.
Oh, wow. You are knocking at the door at 50.
Yes, he is.
You know what happens at 50 when you're a man, don't you?
What's that?
You're not watching YouTube right now, but I'm doing the squishy with my index finger.
Oh, no, that happens at 40.
Okay.
Oh, no. That's a 40-year-old thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought I thought my doc was doing it for the last 11 years because he liked me.
Oh, that's another date gone wrong.
If you want him to stop, just tell him he's got a nice Rolex.
Really? Wow.
Hey.
I did learn something, though. Y'all suck. That's what I learned. Buddha, I got the worst freaking co-host ever. Well, man, do you want us to sing to you, or are you just cool with letting it go?
Hey,
We gotta
whatever
sing
you
then.
want to do. That's
Let's
cool,
sing
man.
then.
All right, here it comes, man. We're not going to do it like it Moe's or nothing. Welcome to Moe's.
You guys be quiet for just one.
All right. We're gonna let
Now you made me hungry. You said Moe's.
all right, we're gonna let variable speed handle it.
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I heard somebody else.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Buddha. Happy birthday to you. That sounds nothing like Marilyn either, does that?
Nope.
More like Minnie Mouse on
I
crack.
love you, baby, but yeah, that was Minnie Mouse.
When
on
you
meth.
took a big deep breath in, I was like, "Hey, this might be pretty good." But then it sounded like
Yeah,
Minnie,
crap.
Minnie Mouse smoking a polycarbonate bowl. You know?
Well, I tried.
Buddha, that's the best we can do, brother, man.
Well, that's good. I enjoyed it, and I appreciate y'all calling and telling me happy birthday.
All right, man. We love you, you fat bastard.
Thanks for saying that. Now everybody knows.
All right, man. Have a happy birthday. You guys have fun tonight. I don't know what you two would be doing, but.
He's going to be wearing his birthday suit.
Oh God. I just threw up in my mouth. All right, brother. We'll see you,
You
man.
have seen it too, Mike. Don't you? say
Shut
you don't.
up. Shut up. It was college. I was just experimenting in religion.
He didn't inhale.
Oh my God. Did you hear that? It's disgusting, man. Oh God, I gotta find some kitty litter. All right, hey, I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, later, buddy.
All right, man. Happy birthday.
Bye.
Well, that was people are actually gonna start calling us going, ooh, do a birthday thing for my husband. You guys are weird. Great. I hate doing them in the morning. I hate doing them on my show. It sucks. Scotty makes me do it, man. I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. But I sound like a little girl sometimes. Because people get mad.
I don't even like doing like the Facebook birthday thing. It's like, okay, thank you for reminding me that 5 people have a birthday today, and I have to type for half an hour. Screw you, Facebook. I didn't go to their house. They didn't invite me to a party. I'm not going to tell them happy birthday.
God, a little bit of a rant there, wasn't it?
Just a little.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look back and wiggle and giggle. Yeah, well, I got you there, boss. I got you there. He's always like, I'm like, usually right after they do it, you hear the glove come off and they usually leave. And I'm like, hey, phone number, something.
I hate it when they start like dragging in the cable and they've got like the camera and they're like, we're just going to have to go in deep drill for this one.
Hey, look, if you're going to do that webcam shit at home,
The
$4.95 an hour.
the place where I work used to have a mandatory when you hit 45, you had to have a colonoscopy.
God. Yeah, I
Well,
got one coming up.
They
I wonder
they
if I
had a
get
doctor that you were supposed to go to. Well, this proctologist actually had a pretty good sense of humor because he,
wouldn't you kind of have to? No sense of smell, good sense of humor.
but he had you in the chair and he'd put a mirror up in front of you.
So you can make eye contact.
so that you can see what's going on behind you, right? Well, but you can see the door, and he would have one of his assistants over there feeding cable in, and and that's the exact look people would be getting.
It's not a Comcast subcontract job. Jesus. Now, see, don't say I'm having my first one done. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm scared to death.
You know what the worst part of it is? I'll tell you what the worst part of it is.
Probably no cuddling or
Waking
something.
up.
Nope.
Friggin'
Nope. The worst part of it's going to be the drinking of the
the dye or
The
The
whatever,
nasty stuff that
charcoal
cleans you
or-
out.
the enema stuff. Or
yeah
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
citrus.
Can I just sleep through that? Everybody got quiet, man.
Yes.
Not only is it an
Yes,
uncomfortable
you may.
conversation, it was kind of uncomfortable right there when I made a suggestion.
Some people sometimes they'll put you to sleep. Sometimes it's a
if you're gonna stick anything
Don't lie.
bigger than your pinky up my
Don't-
rear end,
don't lie.
you
Don't-
better
don't
have
go
a
there.
camera,
Oh, God. You better have a camera. Is that what you said?
because it'll be
And
the
you better
last,
have at least 2 or 3 charge
that'll
batteries.
be the last time you ever get to see
Whenever you fly drone shows, you make sure you have all your batteries charged. So I think that's the same thing going on there. I'll be sporting a master's degree in UAVs and be like, yeah, come on, girl. I got plenty of batteries charged. That's just gross.
that. Mine
Yeah.
doesn't take batteries. I went into the shop and I'm like, hey, got anything in a pull start?
It's 2-cycle, man.
Oh my God. And I'm looking at you, so you bring some sanity to it, and you're freaking double downer. Literally, God, man. I mean,
It's made by steel.
good warranties. Yeah, good warranty on that. Plus, you can pop the heads off. I mean, if you look,
And they got a good buyback program.
think.
Do you keep turning around looking at
Well,
that
yeah,
thing on the
because
Do you think it's gonna move at you?
It
or
is
something?
moving. It was pointing the other way a minute ago. Now it's pointing at me, and it's just.
Well, that's
freaking me
because the dog was playing with it earlier.
out. Oh my God!
In case you're wondering and you can't see what's going on,
No,
there is
no.
a dildo behind Mike.
It's moving.
It's not moving.
It's moving.
It's wiggling and giggling.
Yeah, Barry was right. Barry was right.
He
For-
saw it. He warned you.
Yeah, for all of you on YouTube, I apologize that you can't see it. So I gotta check YouTube real quick. Yep, still here.
Yes.
Now I've got a friend here that's contacted me and just sent a text message that looks like the encyclopedia. Do they still have the Encyclopedia Britannica?
Yes,
Yes, they do.
Do they?
Yep.
What was
I have
that noise?
I have it set at my house
Oh, do you really? Do you ever look stuff up?
all the time. It's
It's
more real if you see it in print that's not on the internet.
Yeah, I'm gonna vomit. Let's see. She sent me this whole big thing. I don't know. This could be she's joking me or something like that. Or it could be serious. I think she might be serious. So that's kind of crazy. I don't think I'll be able to help her. So you two talk amongst each other. I don't know.
You want me to talk to him?
Yeah. Act like you guys are going to go see Dory again, Finding Dory.
No, we're gonna go see the Life of Pets.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Life of Pets,
When Suicide Squad comes out, what, August 15th?
something like that.
That looks
There's
like
a couple. There's actually a couple of movies that are coming out soon that look like they would be good to go see.
I don't know why we're going to go see the Life of Pets. We freaking live that.
Man, I tell you what.
You know,
I want
we got a new dog.
The PTS. Yeah, that dog.
No, we got another one.
Yeah,
The little one. I'm grabbing
Yes.
for straws here.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't leave me hanging.
We babysat for another soldier a couple of days ago.
And they never came back to get there.
Well, they gave me the dog as payment. Yeah, the
It's
idea,
better than the kid.
I
Because
know, right?
that's illegal as hell.
Yeah.
There were a lot of dogs. He does hunting and he has hunting dogs. And then for some reason they just managed to acquire this Shih Tzu, which doesn't fit in with any of the big dogs they have.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had the Shih Tzu at the house for a week, as well as their pit bull. Then we gave him the pit bull back, but we kept the Shih Tzu because this dog is just awesome. Gets in the bathtub, has no problems. It's not flipping out. It's not screaming or trying to run for its life. It plays. It doesn't pee on the bed like the freaking Chihuahua does.
I hate Chihuahuas. I'm not gonna lie. That
Yeah,
dog
I'm not-
serves no purpose.
I'm with you.
I have an 85 pound pit bull, and I don't think she's ever peed in the house unless she was left in there too long. She doesn't wear a collar. She wears a bandana. She's cool as hell.
Well, we're up to 6.
Wow, that's a lot of animals.
We've had 22 in the house at once.
Dogs?
Yes.
Come on, guys. That's not healthy.
It wasn't.
Yeah, that's
And-
not
and-
healthy.
well-
even for them, it's not healthy.
Well,
Actually, no,
it was
it
2
was-
litters of puppies and it was rescue.
Well, the 2 litters of puppies is different. But the point I'm trying to make is, dogs are
No.
Are-
There was 2 cleanings a day.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying as far as that. But dogs are they're looking for the pack and all,
Right.
But they
But
also need space.
they also need their space, and there's a lot of natural instinctual bidding for alpha male positions. And I mean, if it's
not when they're all
changing-
fixed.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
everything
a lot of
was-
lack of testicle there.
Yeah, that and a lot of our rescue was female and not male.
Really?
No, most of our rescue was male.
That's right.
No, here we go. Fight it out.
We
Ding, ding.
we did a lot of the male rescues, but the difference is we treated our home dogs differently than we did the rescue dogs.
Oh, you're a racist then.
Not a racist, but it was to establish that our dogs are the pack dogs.
Yeah, but I bet you that didn't work in their minds.
It did with our dogs for the most part.
Yeah, it's so hard for them to understand that.
The puppies are you
craziness
can't do
going on.
puppies like that though, because that's like
Yeah, puppies need to pup, man. They need to get out there and puppy out. Puppy
holy
time.
crap! It was like an insane asylum with fur.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, but all them puppies, that was so much fun. You could stand it.
Yeah, they
You
were
really
cute
gotta stay in
puppies.
front of this microphone. Okay, so I wanted to talk about polling. I want to go downtown, baby. I want to get up in it because
Get real.
my boy Herman Cain, all right, he was talking about presidential polling, and I tell you what, I really enjoy listening to Herman Cain. It's unfortunate what happened there, and you know what? I don't even know the whole situation with him running for president, and there was apparently he got accused of some infidelity or something, and then pretty much just said, well, I got an idea, why don't y'all go to hell? And so it was kind of like I think we lost out on a good opportunity. Here's the part that confuses me, all right, and then we'll get to you guys how you feel about it. Is there any true to life authority that outlines what a credible presidential poll is? Or is it just, to quote a friend, willy-nilly? I mean, is it just,
It's statistics. It's math for people who don't do math.
Exactly. It's it is. It's using the bell curve principle, and I mean, you set the numbers the way you want the numbers to come out to put you into the category you want it to be put into, and
so you make it work?
right.
Yes. And the other thing that they do is they they break down certain areas. So let's say you've got in this column 6 groups that are Democratic, and then on the other column 6 groups that are Republican. But it's not like 100% in either category. They're just, that's the way the numbers fall.
Right.
So you readjust the territories just slightly,
I got you.
and you can manipulate the numbers.
Oh boy, here we go. It's the world according to Mike. It's Military Mike. You're live on the radio. You're live on YouTube. What can I do for you?
Just noticed you were talking about polls.
We were talking about the credibility in presidential polling, and I'm sitting here. The viewer. I apologize, you YouTube folks that are watching. You can't see our monitor, but right now, here's my point: is that I think that there's a lot of people that. Okay, when everybody's standing around the water cooler, there's probably 2 people there out of 10 that know what they're talking about, roughly. The other 8 are just listening, going, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, well, yeah, and they're lying their ass off. So what they do is they go back to their desk and they bring up the news, and the news says today, now I'm reading Politico, but it says, the 2016 presidential primary results. And it gives you all these numbers and cool graphics and blah, blah, blah. But here's the point I'm trying to make is that depending on, when I look at statistics, okay, if you're doing something, if we're figuring out a ballistic solution for a TOW missile, all right, you're going to come up with something, variable speed, you're going to come up with something, and I'm going to come up with something. The margin of error between the 3 of our ballistic solutions is going to be so minute that we're all going to shake our heads and say, okay. Now, here's the part that you won't shake your head to is when one poll comes out and says Hillary Clinton is winning by 16 points, and then another one comes out and says Trump is winning by 11 points. Now, that is just too much of a sway. There is too much of a margin of error for me. So I'm really
because
starting
the Democrats are polling the Democrats and the Republicans are polling the Republicans.
I don't know.
Remember this. All that money goes to contribution to the media. Therefore, it is propaganda.
What he's saying is that the results help generate income. That income goes to the media outlets. That's what you're saying, right, caller?
Yes, it's indoctrinating the public.
Okay, yeah, right. So basically what it is
media through propagandists or propaganda media.
I just don't understand. Okay, so is it just a timing thing? You gotta look. Seriously, you have to look at the big picture. We're the smart folks, okay? The people that do this, the reporting I do, the research my co-hosts do, the callers, and the daily stuff that they read and research because they want to make our country better. So you know what? In religion, in my religion, which is Christian, I'm told by the Bible that I need to go out and spread the good news. So I'm going to kind of manipulate that or morph it into politics a little bit because we are on a very, very dangerous, slippery slope right now. And I believe this truthfully in my heart that if Hillary Clinton is elected president, I feel that this country will fall below the margin of the number one superpower in economics and
it'll do
military.
worse than that. It will divide. It will divide. There will no longer be the United States of America.
Yeah.
Let the Jim talk. Go ahead, sir.
Well, take a look at what's happening. If you destroy law enforcement, then you're able to take the country over.
I know, but I understand all the little things that are going on. And I understand the guy, but you know what? That guy could be just a crazy son of a bitch with a damn rifle and he kills 5 cops. And I feel, my family is law enforcement.
The cops are saying there were shooting coming from all areas.
I know, but they're the people that, of course they're going to say that. Being a guy who's been in a firefight, I can tell you, it sounds like it sometimes.
When you're in an urban environment, the sounds ricochet.
Break out the robot, if you're willing to break out the robot and put C4 on it and blow the guy up, it's barricaded in a garage.
Yeah.
That's a car, that's a, high-rise parking deck.
Well, okay. Since we kind of went that way,
concrete. Oh, wait a sec now, because hey, is that captain sitting next to you?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, listen. Who is this guy, Micah Johnson, was either a supporter or just a loner, okay? Or he was an actual affiliate of the Black Panthers. Now, do the history of the Black Panthers, and you can do that at Wikipedia. And you can type in Frank Marshall Davis, because he's the King Daddy. Number 1, Black Cats. They became the Black Panthers in 1927. 1927. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just not sure how it applies
that
to...
That is yours truly, Barack Hussein Obama's daddy. See the connect? And you think he got the leftist, Hillary Clinton, has received $42.4 million, $211 total, but right now $42.4 million from Saudi Arabia in less than a year. Okay, Saudi Arabia funded 911. See, 911. They take down the law enforcement, and Mike, our niece, is a law enforcement. Her husband is a law enforcement. Our brother-in-law is a Connecticut State Patrolman. My mom was a federal marshal. Now, don't mess with it, man.
I know, but the
I
point I'm
called the
trying to make
GBI
is
today too, man, and nobody's listening. The fact is they got law enforcement's got 4 major factions. George Soros, go look at the BLM pact emails. It says that they're going to do the summer of chaos and try to bring down the Democratic and the Republican convention, overthrow it, throw it into martial law. They think they're going to throw it into martial law. See, if it goes into martial law, then the military can jump in and arrest them. Okay, because listen, if he tries to do martial law because he's guilty of high treason right now, this leads right up to Obama, Clinton, and the leftists. George Soros is funding that Black Panther stuff.
George Soros is funding a lot more than just that. But
the number one king daddy of the Black Panthers, go check me, fact check me on Wikipedia.
Well,
okay, see, it goes WikiLeaks first when it's leaked, but when it's fact, it goes to Wikipedia, like an encyclopedia, just like you just mentioned just a little while ago. And by the way, the birthday thing was absolutely hilarious.
Well, there's no doubt that the left would like to create a problem that they can look like they solved to garner votes on the next election, because when we sit down and look at the events that's happened over the past 2 weeks, let's start with the FBI announcement of the investigation on Hillary Clinton. Now, a lot of people are really upset with it because they're like, she committed a crime, but we're not going to do anything about it. Well, the thing of it is the FBI does not prosecute anybody. They are an investigatory agency, and that's their job. If you think about it, what the FBI did was remove themselves from making a decision for the Democratic Party to put Hillary Clinton in or out. What they did was they said, we're going to let the voters decide. We're going to tell you what she did. She did this wrong. She did this wrong. She did this wrong. She lied about this, and she compromised these secrets. You decide, is that the person you want as a president or not? But because we don't want to be the guys that's pointed the fingers at to say that an election was rigged by the FBI. So that's going to get put to the voters. Now, a lot of voters have come out and said that now they don't follow Hillary. So it's really hard to see where some of these polls showing her in the lead come from. Loretta Lynch is being investigated now. She's got to answer questions tomorrow in front of the U.S. Congress Judicial Committee for what she has talked about with former President Clinton and the nature of that, of why she's not choosing to prosecute. In all reality, what's going to happen in this nation as far as law enforcement versus
Hey Cap, wait a second. You just hit on a point right there. Bill Clinton appointed Attorney General Lynch to the Attorney General's office when he was in the administration. You can fact check that.
Right. That's
so there already is conflict of interest.
There's been so much conflict of interest during this entire
what you're saying.
Right.
To back you up what you're saying.
The thing of it is though is
basically what the FBI did is they washed their hands of it. They admitted everything that she did that could be construed as criminal activity, and said that no reasonable attorney would go ahead and file charges against her. And
no reasonable prosecutor would prosecute
it. And that's only because
listen to the hearing.
Yes,
please listen. I listened to over 3 hours of it. It was 4 hours long.
But if you think about what
he was caught in a bunch of lies.
But if you think about where the position that he is in and understand what he did, is he did not deny that she did things in a criminal way. He basically handed everything that she did that was criminal, every lie that she told, he handed that off, but said that no reasonable prosecutor would prosecute it. And without saying
But
why.
every prosecutor in the country said they'd take the case.
But that now you have to stop and think about why they wouldn't.
I'm reading the
because
Post right now.
Any prosecutor,
Oh, well.
any prosecutor that goes up against her right now, if they fail,
is going to die mysteriously in a car crash.
no, well, not just that, but if
But
they
see,
fail to
President Obama
prosecute
can
her,
pardon her anyways.
if they fail to
What's your
prosecute
name?
her,
What's your-
they
I know
also
Cap's
get
name. I know Mike's name, but what's your name?
variable speed.
She's my regular co-host.
I'm the
I
guest
know,
co-host.
she's on time. I don't
Okay, yeah,
know her
variable
name.
speed.
But listen, what do you call
Okay, if they prosecute Hillary Clinton, okay, let's say they pull Hillary Clinton in and they go,
Obama
we're going to
can pardon
prosecute her. We're going to prosecute her tomorrow, and now we sentence her. Then the president of the United States has the authority to pardon her, which means that the crime never happened, and she can still run for office, and nothing can be done. You have a win-win
Right.
situation right
The-
here, right
the
now.
Wall Street
You
thing,
don't
it
prosecute her
leads up
yet.
to Obama.
You wait, you leave it alone. Then the day of the swearing in of the next president, be it her or Trump, you can go arrest her. If she's sworn in as the president, it's an automatic impeachment, and then you get to remove her from office. So
I'm
let's
with
hope
you
that
on
she
that, bro.
let's hope that she
I'm with
picks
you
an
on that.
okay vice president, because otherwise we're all just going to be screwed anyway. But if it's Trump, he's not going to pardon her. He's going to let her suffer for crimes committed. The thing that
Likewise,
everybody's not
if they go ahead and prosecute her now,
go in total chaos. The whole country will go in total chaos because George Soros has got 20,000 unpaid for those shootings in Dallas and stuff. Check it out. You fact check me. Google it. Hey, do this. Google.
if there was an actual way to
Obama
sit
be
there.
impeached, and you'll get 521,000 hits.
Oh, yeah, you'll get all these hits because everybody and their brother's a shithouse lawyer on Sunday. The problem is this. There's not a website out there that says, hey, George Soros is funding the Black Lives Matter group and promoting cop killing. Because if it was out there, listen, if it were out there,
Eric Snowden even jumped in on it.
If it were
I'm
an
telling you,
actual
this is
event,
major
if it had merit and truth to it, then Interpol
Fact check it.
and the
Fact check it.
FBI
Look at the
and
emails.
Scotland Yard would all be arresting him because he would be funding terrorism.
It's a global agenda. There's a global agenda. You have a currency war going on.
There's not a currency war going on. The dollar is not as powerful as anybody can make it out to be. It doesn't. The dollar is a fictitious
reserve currency is the problem.
The dollar is a fictitious event.
A fiat.
I've got somebody that
fiat.
just kind of texted in. It's just a few minutes behind there, but apparently the GOP has just asked for a new investigation into Hillary just about an hour ago.
Yes, and that will be for her.
Espionage.
So,
No, that was not. It will be for her.
Scotty, I see what you're doing there. He's
Perjury.
They have actually asked for a new investigation on her perjury counts, because when the FBI director was questioned, he said, I did not have authority, nor did I have direction to investigate her perjury. They said, well, you will within the hour.
Yeah. So Trey, no, that wasn't Gowdy.
Trey?
That was his name, Garcia, the chairman.
I believe so.
I think it's Garcia, whatever. How about Cummings? You know, since we're just kind of, I'm about to have to go to a commercial. That's why I'm kind of breaking it up a little bit. But how about Cummings? How does he
Cummings,
keep a job? That guy, and he's from Georgia, right? Isn't he Georgia?
Which one's that?
The black guy that turns every conversation ever made in any Senate hearing and any of that stuff, it always turns into what he's done, you know, for the Democratic Party. I think he is. I think he is from Georgia. He's a pain in the butt. Have you ever seen some of the stuff he does? There's a lot of video clips of him going off on rants, kind of like me, and they make no sense whatsoever. Hey, look, we got to go to a commercial, because if I don't, then the boss will keep remoting in on the computer, and there's just absolutely no telling what might happen. So we're gonna go to a call, or not to a caller, but we're gonna go to
Commercial.
commercial. That's what the hell they call these things. Hey, it's World According to Mike. I'm here with Variable Speed and Captain Pat, and we'll be back in just a few.
And he's from Maryland.
Maryland.
Yo, Mike.
Yo.
What do you call it? Hey, dude, I'll call you back in about 2 clicks. I got to take a whiz.
I do.
All right.
Wow. I know we're still live, obviously, but man, I just wish we could get more into the whole the
Polling.
like stay on topic,
Yes.
because this all started with polling. I don't mind if it goes off a little bit, but it's kind of like one of those things where the polling part, I think, is going to, because you know what, people don't read articles. They don't read a whole article.
No.
They just see this graphic. And
They just see a title. That's all people read nowadays. They see the title.
I'm serious. I wish I could find it. But man, guys, I was looking at one today that said basically Hillary was like in the lead by like
Double
60.
digits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 60 freaking percent.
Yeah.
To Trump's like 35%. It's like,
Somebody did a challenge on Facebook, and they said go to the Trump official website
yeah.
and look at how many of your friends have liked Trump, and then go to the Hillary official page and see how many of your friends, and it is hundreds for Trump versus single digits, sometimes maybe a double digit here and there for Hillary.
Maybe the Democrats and Soros and all these people that are
They're
on the
blowing
left,
smoke up everybody's
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
just trying to get people to go.
They're trying to keep who they still have on the Hillary train
But
staying on the
what
train.
they want,
I thought I was doing
think about this. What they want is they want to drive the voters to go, well, crap. If Trump's not going to win, I may as well vote for Hillary, because there's people out there that will do that.
Oh yeah.
Because the people who say that they won't vote for Hillary now are
Yeah.
not going to vote at all.
Right.
Like they're not going to go vote
they're either
for
not
Trump.
going to
about that. I hear
they're
that
either
a lot.
not they're either not going to vote at all, or they're going to vote for Trump. The ones that are actually, that want to exercise their right, they're not going to vote for
Bernie
Hillary.
has not dropped out completely
Mhm.
because he is hoping that she
No,
goes to jail.
he said today they're meeting tomorrow. He's gonna
He's going to wash his hands of it,
no backer what
He's gonna- well,
endorse her.
endorser. That's it.
Yeah.
Not
But he
endorser.
He has
has
to.
not dropped.
he has to, because the Democratic Party is putting pressure on him to.
I'm sure. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I mean, when you look at stuff and you don't get emotional. Excuse me. When you look at stuff and you don't get emotional, and you just kind of, I'm not saying you look at the facts, but I'm saying you kind of take this piece and that piece, and you can almost see. It's like what we used to do in aviation, you may remember, is we would put this huge freaking map on the wall.
Mhm.
This son of a bitch was gigantic. And we would draw where all the trees were, kind of shade them out. And we would walk back. And we'd look at it from the other side of the room. And we'd go, holy shit, that's where they're going to come from.
Yeah.
Because you could tell where
But
the
you
tanks
have
could
to
move.
step back from the bit and see the bigger picture instead of the little piece in front of you.
And that's what I'm saying. Right now, that's what I do. I sit back till 2, 3 o'clock in the freaking morning reading this shit. I'm not getting to be what would you call it? Barry says Pat's right.
I couldn't put it on the calendar again.
I'm becoming a conspiracy theorist or any of that other stuff.
You weren't right against me, so
Oh, darn it.
Influence not through false reports through the media.
Exactly.
But so what are we going to end up with here? Either one of them's going to be president. We got that right. And then you turn around and gun sales are out of control.
They're through the roof.
Gun sales are through the roof. There's not enough ammunition out there. They're making ammunition as much as they can.
and the price
here's
of
the funny
ammunition is
part.
going up.
Do you know that Obama, under his presidency,
Best salesman
Exactly. The rate of gun sales in America in the 8 years that he's been president has been higher than any other time combined.
All right,
Did you know that the government has bought over 176,000 rounds of hollow point?
I've heard that, but
billions. But
that's a hard.
do you know how much? But do you know how much the federal agencies spend on ranges?
Yeah.
I mean, they're on their own ranges every month.
And you know what? They gotta shoot. So and you can go through. Here, I'm gonna go back live. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to cut into a little Huey Lewis and get back a little bit talking about a couple things. Variable Speed had brought up that the government, basically, I'm not sure which department or agency, they had purchased hundreds of thousands of rounds of ammo. And look, I'm going to be honest with you, doing the ranges for the battalion and everything else like that, when we were deploying or getting ready to deploy, 100,000 rounds ain't much. It really isn't. They've
bought over 3 billion rounds over the last several years.
It's not just about what that they bought rounds. It's about what kind of rounds.
Yeah,
the hollow
but
points.
they qualify with the ammunition that they carry.
Yes, that's a big deal.
And the FBI, the U.S. Marshals, the Sky Marshals, they all shoot. They all qualify every month.
I was about to say when I was very interested in becoming a air marshal, and I had actually, because that's you filled out the application online,
right?
And there was these different levels like E, F, G, and
right.
And I qualified in that middle area on almost everything, and it was funny because the guy called me up and he said, "Hey, I'd like to come talk to you." I said, "Perfect, great, man." He said, "Well, I'll be in Atlanta. It's going to be a little bit late. It's about 7, 8 o'clock." I said, "Dude, I work 6 nights a week." He said, "Where you work?" Told him the Oasis. He said, "Do you have a problem with me coming there?" And I'm like, "No, just understand it's loud as hell and I might have to get up and all that other stuff." He said, "Well, that'd be perfect. I'd get to see you in action." And so I was like, okay. He brings up my application, on a laptop.
Right.
And then shows me every application for every agency, for every military school. I'd applied to the CIA years ago, right? Because I wanted to be a cultural analyst or a linguist.
That's what they're calling these days.
Yeah, a linguist. He had all the stuff about me trying to get into the astronaut program, the warrant officer astronaut program. He had my graduation. He had where the Navy at one time. I had contacted them before I went to Army flight school.
Right.
And I said, "Look, I've been approved to go to Army flight school. Do you think I could go as a Navy guy?" Because I really wanted to fly that Seahawk. That's a bad aircraft, man. You know it. I mean, that thing flies than anything. And I figured I could work up to like C-130s or something, Coast Guard, that kind of junk, right? I thought it'd be cool. Okay, so I applied to all that other stuff, and they turned me down. I went to Army flight school. I get out of Army flight school, and the Navy's standing right there. I'm going through Cobra school, and there's a Navy guy going, "Hey, you ready to switch over?" I'm like, "No, I'm flying guns, dude. This is the best thing I've ever done in my life."
Right.
So he's one hand not talking to the other, blah blah blah. But this guy, he had everything on me. Okay, and we got to talking, and we actually ended up kind of, I didn't want to do the job when I found out what the job was. It's a lot of sitting on a plane.
Right. It's
all the time.
Take off from here, land there.
Yeah.
You might immediately turn around, or you might actually sit there for
and change clothes.
We actually have a friend that's a Sky Marshal.
Yeah. And they shoot a lot.
The first of the month, Autry's Armory, where is one of the places that I have frequented before. They have an indoor range, and the first week of every month is closed due to federal agency qualification. And the Sky Marshals that are in there constantly. Then the FBI showed the branch officer for the FBI out of Atlanta. They all sort of show up there and do their qualifications because it's all indoor stuff. Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
now just for our little group of 240 and 249, which is going to be 7.62 and 5.56 millimeter.
Right.
Just for our little battalion to familiarize, I had ordered 32,000 rounds of ammo, which is 16,000 of each. Well, something happened with coordination. We didn't get buses and all, but the PSD, the personal security detail, was out there manning. And so they called me up and they said, "What are we going to do?" I said, "Well, we're not turning that ammo back in.
Yeah.
Y'all get on it.
Burn it up."
Okay.
they sent me to they sent me to
what-
run the crew serve weapons range out
Right.
at a Gordon,
Yep.
which was 240 Bravos and the 50 cals,
Yeah. So
and the Assault, the 249s. Well, they had 30,000 rounds of each.
What we're talking about though is the Department of Homeland Security.
yeah,
But
Just one department.
but those guys carry
all
guns.
agencies
Yeah.
report to the Department of Homeland Security is in charge of the FBI, the U.S. Marshals, the CIA. They are in charge of all the government
I think
agencies.
they got the Coast Guard now too,
They
right?
they actually have the Coast Guard and the National Guard and the Department of Defense fall underneath
Right.
them.
Yeah. The Coast Guard was kind of a trippy thing when I heard about that, and I was like, "Dang, are you
Okay,
kidding?"
so what I'm reading right now is basically that
Now, is it true?
it's on the internet. Of course, it's true. But basically, what's happened is that they have been ordering more and more and stockpiling more ammo right now, particularly the hollow point. And their justification is that they are buying it in bulk to save money, but they've gone from 450 million rounds to 1.2 billion rounds.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to slump on that a bit. And I know people are going to say they're stockpiling, but they might be stockpiling to a certain point. But let's be honest, they got to shoot too. And you know what? I'm
But
glad they are shooting.
What are they shooting with hollow points?
That's what they're going to
qualify. They qualify with what they carry. It's not like when we go to the range, we don't typically shoot the expensive personal defense ammunition because it's expensive.
Yeah, very much so.
So we just get target ammo because it's more about the familiarization of the weapon and not necessarily, and we know how accurate we are with the weapon in the first place because
I wonder if the number of rounds correlate with the number of black coffins that were
Oh my God.
being found everywhere.
No,
with
that
FEMA.
that company, okay, that company is right here, and it's a container company because in like a lot of a lot of states, the coffin has to be in
vault.
It's got to be in a vault, but it's got to be in that plastic thing too.
Mhm.
Those are not. Those aren't being stockpiled, and they're not coffins. They're just like plastic tubs. So I don't know why everybody's freaking out. They're not going to bury you in a plastic tub. That wouldn't do any good. The next thing
not when
is
they've
that
got bags.
here's what it is.
well, I mean,
they don't pass their little their Inspector 12 crap. If it's too thin in one spot, they can't sell it.
Right.
So they can't sell it. And what are you going to do with it? It's
Right.
already made. So they stockpile it, and then they got this thing that mulches them back up and melts it back down,
and they reuse it.
and they reuse it. So I mean, it's
like the thing about the
I
UN.
just got to throw some of that conspiracy theory stuff out today.
And it's like some of the people that are like the UN vehicles are being trained around on the East Coast because that's where they're going to start using the UN to collect guns. Well, first off, they would have to use the UN forces to do it because I don't know very many places that would just up and say, yeah, we'll go out and collect the guns for you. But the UN vehicles are actually made in Virginia.
yeah, I know.
And then they're painted and on prepped, all that, and
Yeah.
they're put on a train and sent to the ports. Well, everybody sees and gets pictures of them on these trains, and there's
Yeah.
thousands of them on the train.
Sure.
Well, no,
You know-
no shit, because they're made here, and they're not
we've
just
seen
made and
loadouts.
sent them out. They're made, they're
Yeah.
painted,
Well,
they're
I'm
prepped.
pretty sure that at some point somebody took a picture of a whole bunch of Jews in
in a train car.
a train car and said, "Oh, they just make them here."
Hey, it's World According to Midas Military Mike. You're live on the air.
Hey, I just want to make another comment.
Okay, long as it's on topic and
Well,
and it's not too far out.
Cap just mentioned the UN. The
Right.
UN is issuing social security numbers now.
The United Nations is issuing social security numbers to whom? To American citizens?
And some that aren't vetted.
Okay, you lost me.
Fine.
Well, wouldn't the American government have to know what the social security numbers are? I mean, I understand that the UN would want certain people
It's called
unvetted.
an SS5 form.
Okay.
What purpose?
It used to say the actual number of your Social Security is tied to the stock exchange. The number to the bottom left and the number on the back of your Social Security card is tied to the stock exchange. There is restitution for you there if you renounce your citizenship.
Huh?
Man, you completely lost me on that.
Well, fact check me, because I asked my bank, and they said not only is it true, but it's at epic proportions now.
What's the form again?
The Social Security,
The S what form?
that's SS5.
Okay, I got confused. I got thoroughly confused. One, you said the UN is issuing Social Security cards. I just don't.
They're not issuing Social Security
I
cards.
just don't see how
they're
that could do
hand-
anything.
Truck insurance.
They're handing out the.
I just had to get truck insurance just now, okay, yesterday. And you have to give up your Social Security number, and they do a credit report, and that's based on how much you will pay, not your driving record.
That's not true.
And my driving record is pristine for 25 years.
The UN is not handing out Social Security cards. They're actually handing out the SS5 form for dignitaries and.
UN took you over. Your country went bankrupt.
You lost me. I'm not sure we're talking about Social Security cards in the UN.
Washington D.C. and New York. Who's king daddy of the UN, Mike?
Oh boy,
Saudi Arabia.
all right. Look, man, I tell you what, I'm gonna have to. It's coming up on. Yeah.
Think about it, bro, and get some callers in on that.
All right. All right.
What I just looked up is that the UN does hand out SS5 forms for people who are requesting asylum, or their dignitaries coming into this country, or people who are coming to here for work visas or to go to school, where they need to have a Social Security number in the United States in order to do whatever it is they're doing, whatever business or educational transaction that they're doing. They can't just come over here. They can't just say, well, I want to go be a student in the United States. Oh, point, here you are. You're a student in the United States. You still have to have a Social Security number, because that's how they deal with your fundings and stuff like that. Yeah. And then dignitaries or people who are seeking political asylum are going to be living off the taxpayer dime, until whatever is figured out. So guess what? You got to have a Social Security number. That's because that's how the Treasury Department pays or tracks money.
Yeah, but I'm sure that these numbers are issued like most numbers are issued by state.
Right.
The first three
these are probably
state identifiers.
Yeah, 257 has always been like Georgia. 253, 254, 255.
Yeah, I'm 254.
Yeah.
It's a combination of year applied for, state applied in, stuff like that. But the thing of it is, though, I'm sure that the UN numbers are going to be specialized to show a differentiation, but the United Nations is not handing out Social Security cards. That is actually handed out and handled by the Treasury Office and the Social Security Administration.
Yeah, and I mean, I have obviously I have insurance too, and I mean, my record is pretty much all perfect, but I have insurance through USAA. I've been a member there since '86.
Right.
And
it's used to do a credit check to make sure that you can afford to pay insurance,
yes,
and that you are a timely person. And they base your rates on, well, if this is going to be an individual that is going to pay us month to month, then the rate's going to be higher because you have a handling fee versus.
I mean, I understand fully. It's
but it's not a what you will pay, because
right.
I pay less than what some other members pay
Sure.
on comparable cars. Now
Right.
they may have extra add-ons to their vehicle.
And also a higher credit score will credit you to paying lower insurance
Right.
because it shows
A responsibility.
responsibility. It shows, that
Yes.
you're in charge of your finances and stuff like that. Because I've actually heard of people that were in bankruptcy that had good driving records that had trouble getting insurance. So, I mean, yeah,
Because they're worried about the other thing that they're worried about is that if you're involved in an accident, who's going to pay to fix it?
right.
Are they going to totally pay out of pocket and not recover? Are you going to be able to pay your deductible? And that's really what they're looking at too.
Yeah. See this right here. Someone is texting in. It says you have an insurance credit rating, just like a regular credit rating. Yeah, makes sense to me. I mean,
I would assume that it depends a lot on how often you've had to use your insurance, just like your medical insurance would do the same. Your rates
Right.
go up the more you use it.
Or the older you get, your rates go up. Why? Because you have
The
more
likely
medical
chances
problems.
you're going to have using it.
I'm not gonna have any medical problems. I'm fine. Everything I own hurts. I don't know if I'm ready for another caller. Thank you for calling the world according to Mike. This is Military Mike. You're live on the air.
Yeah, it's me again. Hey, listen to this. Tomorrow, I file a legitimate complaint against the insurance commissioner's office of 25 years for felony activity, plus State Farm 2, provided by my agent. I've been with State Farm all my life. My family, my kids, their trucks, their cars, their houses. It's like a lot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm filing against him felony activity, allowing the sale of workers' comp liability to an illegal immigrant is felony. Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay.
We're Sicilian, bro. Okay, there's three things you don't mess around with the Sicilians. Hell, we're worse than the Muslims. Hey, listen, it's real simple. Don't mess with the house, don't mess with the job, and don't mess with the family. They done mess with all three. And I'm right here, right now, here telling you right now that our government is 100% criminal, all the way up to murder.
All right. I got to let you go on that one, okay?
All right.
All right. See you
So,
back.
hey, I'm going to call you back next week and let you know how that went, because
I can't wait.
watch them try to stonewall it. Watch them try to stonewall it.
All right. Well, I'm doing my first stand-up comedy act this weekend, so I'll have some material.
Are we moving to Tuesdays?
We moved to another station. And don't tell nobody. My parents used to move across the street. My parents would move across the street and they wouldn't tell us. And you'd come home from school and you'd be like, where'd they go? And they'd be over across the street.
Laughing at you.
Laughing at me because I wasn't allowed to cross the street by myself. And
wow.
Y'all can suck it. I was gonna go in this whole credit score, insurance score thing, but you know what? I'm not, because it's icky. It's icky talk. And we have an amazing insurance agent that is one of our sponsors, Karin. And you know what? If we really wanted to do all that, we could get her in here. Are you touching the screen?
Yes, I am.
It's not a touch screen.
I know, but it had a speck of dirt on it.
Oh, sure.
And I was just cleaning it off.
Sure.
It was from where
You
Scotty
thought it was
sneezed all over it.
You thought it was a touch screen. I ain't gonna tell you how many times I've done. Hell, I do that to my TV.
I after having a touchscreen computer will never have another one.
I will
I know.
never have
'Cause I
another
would-
touchscreen laptop.
No,
Never.
it's like the flies
Never.
would land and it would open up different things, and then you'd have like 16 pop-up porns, and you're like, why?
That's different.
Now you know why those flies are all over the place.
Well, the
Oh, look at that.
I
You know
will
what?
have to-
Barry always has these things.
yeah.
There used to be one. There used to be one called Kaidan,
Yeah.
and Kaidan in Arabic or in English is bayonet.
Right.
And him and I used to go. He showed it to me one day. God, it was oh geez, I don't know, 10 years ago.
Right.
And him and I would go to that thing, and I'd go run in his office. Gee, look on Kaidan about this right here. It had every newspaper in the world translated into English.
Wow.
And that's where I really got turned into Al Jazeera. And I know a lot of people bitch and complain about me because I watch Al Jazeera news. I read the Al Jazeera paper. I used to laugh all the time because, I don't know why you're looking at me like that and laughing. Something's going on. So
just drink your beer.
The thing of it is you have to tell the guy that Wikipedia is not fact.
No, anybody can change Wikipedia.
yeah, I know.
Unless you go down and check the reference. If somebody's actually made the reference, you can go and fact check. You can go and check the reference. And make sure that the reference has been posted.
But the credibility of the reference, and you can't go to Snopes. Hell, Snopes is crap.
Yeah, everything's. I mean, in college, it was extremely difficult to use an online reference. I mean, because it had to be credible, and you had the APA format and all that stuff. But
get this, today when I was talking with on the air, I brought this up, and Scotty had never really heard of it.
WikiLeaks,
yeah, or leaks. And he was like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because I was sitting here. Tell you how sad my life is. Over the weekend, I was reading some of Hillary's emails. They had posted some of her emails on here,
right?
And they were just dumb, stupid stuff. It's not like the
you've been the actual.
Yeah, we've all been privy to secret stuff. And some of us probably TS stuff. And then you've got like Barry Smallwood, who's, there's like 3 levels
burn on notice.
Yeah. He can't even talk in his sleep without knifing himself in the ear. So, he's got little trolls that follow him around in the trees. And if he even farts a secret, they'll cut him up into pieces and feed him to the Megalonian sharks or whatever.
Right. Well, remember, I was in operations in CS.
Yeah. So, I mean, same here, it's crazy. It's, so we see all this stuff, we understand how it works. Secret information, classified secret information is about ridiculous. There ain't nothing secret about secret information.
Well, sometimes they mark secret and then you get it and you're like, this was a secret.
No foreign intel.
We all know this.
The funny thing of it is that stamper that stamps it is in every S1 office.
Yeah.
I mean, it's available in every S1 office, and I'm pretty sure most company clerks have it. And they go, you know what? I really don't want anybody to look at this secret. And I want to pass it off.
And the thing about it is they're not supposed to.
He's like the guy in Clerks who's sitting there going, "That's my stapler. That's my stapler."
No, that was Office Space.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Same producers.
Was it Dwight? Was that his name?
No.
Who's the guy in Office that was a real psychopath that had the beet farm? You know what I'm talking about. That always thought he was the number 2 guy to Michael. Boy, this show just went to hell, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ever watch The Office?
No,
we don't.
We
don't. We
don't have TV.
Jesus Christ!
We
do damn bill.
We do not subscribe to the television because mostly what would happen is we would inadvertently turn on the news and then Pat would have to patch another hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Because
I've learned to filter it.
Milton was the guy with that's my Red Streamline paper.
Yeah,
that's my paper.
Okay, so check this out. So I'm sitting here looking at WikiLeaks,
Wikipedia,
and
I am DB.
That's legit. Here's something else. All right, this topic right here, I was going to be talking with one of the other co-hosts. About the Bitcoin. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, look at this. U.S. military equipment in Afghanistan. Okay. It's dated 9 September 2007. All right, now check this out. And interrogation units to Kabul headquarters. Guess where Kabul headquarters was? In 2007. Ding, 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 ding. That was us.
Yes. And the same place it still is. So I'm pretty sure that,
Well, all of that equipment, we didn't bring any hard stuff. I mean, there was that in theater stuff,
Right.
So,
everything that we already acquired from the last group.
Well, we fell in on it. There you go. Barry just sent me onlinenewspapers.com, and you can see. I mean, it's just amazing. If you read
I don't-
British.
I don't want to know what the other countries think of us because right now we are like
They still
Okay,
follow every word we do.
First
Everything
off,
we do.
they like
you don't
us.
stand up as the president of the United States in Poland and and talk about the cops shooting somebody, because in Poland and in Russia and in Germany, if they say come over here and show me your papers and you don't, not
They
only
shoot
do
you.
they will beat you, and so that they don't have to, the bullet doesn't have to go as far to hit you.
Let's be serious. If the Polacks are making jokes about you, because I grew up making Polak jokes, but
yeah.
if the Polacks are making jokes about you, you screwed up.
Yeah.
You may as well just give up. You've become the redheaded nerd in the back of the parking lot getting your ass beat.
God, dog, man.
It is. I mean, it's seriously,
she always takes it right there to the edge and then pushes the shit right off. It's not even a cliffhanger with variable speed.
No,
she gets it right to the edge and she's holding on to him, and you're like, oh, she's that. You're like, what the hell, man? You didn't even question him.
Me too.
I'm gonna ask you one question. How's that feel?
I am that kind of a girl.
Yeah.
she's like
Yeah.
she's like the stories that you hear from the Vietnam vets. You take the 3 guys up in the helicopter, you ask the first guy the question,
Yeah.
and then you just shove him out the door.
Yeah.
You ask the
Regardless of what
second
he
guy
says.
you ask the second guy the question, you let him go, I ain't gonna tell you, and you shove him out the door.
Yeah.
The third guy's telling you the answer to the question before you even get to it.
And he's the pilot.
Yeah.
If you're killing everybody because you're waterboarding them, you're doing it wrong. That's called drowning people. Stop
That's
it.
not waterboarding. Waterboarding is meant to be torturous.
Well,
Well, no.
No,
Don't make me Wikipedia it.
Waterboarding is baptizing them into freedom.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. Just don't. I'm not saying do it, because you two would turn it into something sexual. I know you two. That was just a friggin' evil laugh right there. And it's really weird. It's a very weird feeling, and
It's the feeling of drowning.
or just complete. Your whole body's okay. You're not hurting.
It's a mental. But
it just
your
seems like,
brain is being told that you're drowning.
yeah, and it's just like it's basically if you let it go to the second round, what happens is your body starts to shut down. It's like when you see on these space shows, let's turn off everything that's not needed right now, and they take it off of you and they talk to you, and you're blind in one eye. Because the oxygen didn't make it to your eye. Y'all are laughing, but I'm serious. That's what happens is you wake up, or you don't wake up, but they pull it off of you, and they go to ask you the second round of questions, and you may not be able to hear, or you may not be able to breathe in one lung, or you're blacked out in one eye. And
sounds like waking up every morning.
Combat disabled vets.
I've been
Yeah,
waterboarding her in the evenings.
and
I wondered why my side of the bed was wet.
There's
don't think it was
something-
you.
and nobody ever talks about this, and I wonder if you guys have ever heard of this, and it's kind of weird, and there's not a lot of people that know about this kind of stuff. Have you ever seen where I'm going with this?
Dry land drowning.
Yeah, people don't.
Not dry landing drowning.
Oh, well, and not dry lung. All right, so you got me into my little. This is what it's called right here.
Dry land drowning. Yes.
All right, now this is something that I was taught this twice, okay, or about this twice, and when I tell you, you'll be like, damn. Okay, the first time I learned it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. We used to have what was called NBC, Nuclear, Biological, and Chemical Warfare Training.
Right.
And we used to have
Not sea Bernie. The
yeah.
real
the
stuff.
real stuff, the
Not the fake
nasty,
stuff.
disgusting. You're actually going to mop up and play with some stuff you probably shouldn't be playing with.
Exactly.
When your penis grows 3 eyes, that kind of stuff. Yeah, and it was dangerous. Hey, look, this is how. Let me tell you something. When we mopped up for this stuff, it was for real. And here's the thing: is that the test kits, to test to see if it was, those were the real kids.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the real stuff you'd use in combat, and the crap we were using. I mean, when we read about VX gas,
Right.
I was like, oh, who would think? You think anthrax is bad? You think freaking ricin is bad?
No.
Read about VX gas.
Right.
VX gas is lighter than air.
Yes.
So if they spray it, it will linger for a moment, and then it's going to kill off the birds. It's
Right.
going to.
Well, the problem is
everywhere.
VX gas had to be delivered as a aerosolized vapor,
Right.
so that as it evaporated, as it converted into a gas, it rose and would dissipate and clear the field.
Right. Now, the thing about it is when you breathe that in, it adheres to all the water molecules, and your ass drowns while you're standing there.
Exactly.
Your lungs fill with water. The other part, obviously, is from waterboarding. It's discussed because it's not so much your lungs filling up with water. It's the level of moisture in your lungs that exceeds what your body can handle. So that's pretty disgusting stuff that we're talking about now. You guys got me off on my my crazy job stuff. Hey, let's go to a commercial. We'll come back and end this puppy. You guys good with that?
Why are we going to end the puppy? I mean, it's a puppy.
Because how many man, y'all got me trying to make jokes about puppies. She's over here, she's crying. Oh yeah, Bobby, we'll take him.
No.
Hey, it's the world according to Mike. We're gonna go kill a puppy. We'll be right back.
Kill it with fire.
The ASPCA is going to be knocking on the door in a
minute.
Yeah, what puppy are you
You're
killing?
gonna have to get behind the freaking Department of Homeland Security. We're picking on
the Israeli coalition.
Is there anybody we haven't made fun of yet? I mean, no, we didn't. We didn't make fun of the Polacks because they were making fun of us.
Yeah.
So
They got one over on us this time.
that's pretty bad.
That is so pathetic that a little pissant country. And you know, everybody says Polacks, and we make jokes, and we think they're, you know, literally walking around going, I can count the potato. But I mean, they're a force.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if I
mean,
had my short-
well, think about it.
Yeah,
These
right.
people freaking charged Sherman or freaking German tanks in World War II on horseback with lances
Absolutely.
in order to defend their country.
Yeah, absolutely. Now get this: if I had to choose, and I wasn't lucky enough to have to choose, but I had to set up a hasty landing zone in Afghanistan, right over there by the U.S. Embassy, to bring in two Chinook, to get the IJC out of there because they were just freaking getting overrun. So here I am, and guess what troops I got to clear the freaking HDLZ? Macedonians. Let me tell you something. I'd rather have done it with a kindergarten class.
Really?
How were the Bulgarians? Because I mean, we had
Bulgarians were badasses.
I thought they were.
Hungry. Those guys, the Hungarians. There was one dude.
Yes, but they were freak nasty bastards.
Yes, they were. But let me tell you something. You know, they had NWI chicks. They had chicks that were just.
Yeah, I know. I was offered quite a bit of money.
Yeah, they were scrumping. They were doing.
Well, you know, the Swedish army, not Switzerland, but Sweden, they issue a blow-up doll as part of TA-50. Dude.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
The French just issue you a battle buddy.
I use mine to hold my rifle up. Macedonians. I will show you pictures. I will show you.
I use mine to hang a towel. Go ahead.
Of Macedonian troops that literally
Were they as bad as the Afghan National Police?
they were worse. The
Seriously.
Afghan National Police used to beat these guys up. Okay, boonie hats and DVUs. Remember the old desert?
Yeah.
Okay. So boonie hats and DVUs.
The chocolate chips.
AK-47s, okay, with the retractable stock. So like the tanker version, right? The paratroop version. Okay, so they've all got a collapse, so you know they can shoot. Okay, that's what you give somebody to say point in that direction, because that is the.
Well, you know, on the
That's the
AK-47,
pray and
the
spray.
first selector on the selector
Is
switch
automatic.
is automatic. Yeah. Exactly.
So now see,
It's-
you know somebody knows if they can say it before you, right? So, I told these guys to go clear those bushes because there's a tunnel. I'm sure everybody knows about it.
there's a tunnel from ISAF headquarters to the embassy underground.
Yes.
And it's tile. Everybody knows it. It's not a secret, but it was right underneath us. And so I didn't know if somebody was in those bushes and stuff. And I had the dog where the aircraft was going to come over. And you know, because you don't want to give them an easy shot.
What'd we do? I said, what'd we do?
Are you done?
No.
Not yet.
Right.
So get this. We're see, even Barry. That's why he came down here. Can you believe that shit? Even Barry's saying the Russians had.
Don't step on your dick.
Let me tell you something. If the reason I threw that, by the way, what was so funny is the camera guys came down here. Well, because your camera.
It's a night show. You know what we keep doing? We keep looking at YouTube to see if we're here. Yep.
We're still here.
So we asked me for a VGA cable, so we're strumming through there, and I'm like, my fucking wife cleaned up, the cable's gone, but she didn't pick this up. And he's like, I said, it's okay to laugh. It's a dig. It's okay.
Don't take it so hard.
Y'all are just,
Don't let it choke you up.
I know this is bigger than what you're normally used to seeing.
Have you ever seen one up this close? They are this big.
I know one thing. You guys sure did lift my spirits. All right. Let's get this done. All right. We're back for the last segment of the world according to Mike. And you know what's really funny is in all the little URLs that I have to use to advertise this show, it's facebook.com/TA, the world, TW. I don't even know what.
TWAT.
No, two. I used number two. And then it used to just
two.
be an M because it was the world according to Mike. But now I'm having to use the world according to military Mike, so it's got to be MM. And that matches up with our email for the show and all that. Whatever.
Yeah, I liked it better when it was TWAT.
Well, it's twat.
Twat Mike.
Twat Mike. Yeah. All right. So we're about done with this thing. I just want to let everybody know that, can you believe this? Friday night, I am doing my first stand-up act at the Social House. And it's also what we're calling WTFOFO, which is kind of a just for fun radio. What the fuck? Out fucking off kind of little get together where it's not a mob. It's not like a mob thing, but we just thought it was fun to maybe once a month, a Friday or Saturday night that's nothing else is planned. It's just to say, what the fuck, OFO here. Okay. And go to, and visit our sponsors and other stuff like that. So the Social House is obviously one of our sponsors, and they're doing a comedy show, and they're giving me a 7-minute slot to do my first stand-up act. I have absolutely nothing prepared, so I think I'll get drunk and maybe pass out beforehand. You guys can all laugh at me.
That would be awesome.
I mean,
we could talk about your dating life.
I freaking knew it was going there. But to tell you the honest goodness truth, the first couple of minutes I'm going to talk about me and how effed up the military got me. But then, yes, as you can see over here in the little picture, you can see my little Cupid with an arrow in its back. And that's because that's what I'm going to talk about. Girls that I'm not dating.
That is a huge pool.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's cesspool. Freaking cesspool of women. No, see, you guys about screwed me up. I was about to say women suck, but no, they don't.
No, we don't. No.
Yeah.
Well, we do, but we do only until we get it right.
And well, here, yeah, pretty much.
It's a selective sucking.
Yeah. So
they're like, you have selective hearing. I'll have selective sucking.
Yes, I agree with that. But here's the other thing. Here's the part I'm going with is that what women say they want is not what they want.
Because they don't know. We don't know. We as women have absolutely no clue how to deal with ourselves, let alone the other women in the room. And then to throw on top of that, we have to decide which man we are going to choose
to procreate
with.
At least fool
And-
around with.
or at least fake
Oh,
procreation with.
Yeah, until they
You
fall
know.
asleep,
Right.
yeah.
and then it's on like donkey.
And then, you know, you got to have like this big freaking long quiz worth of crap just to
Well,
figure things out. Like, okay,
uh,
first of all, let me see how big your penis is, because that is going to be the defining factor on whether this goes past 5 minutes or not. And then after that, then we can talk about
Size
your,
does matter.
yes, it does. Then we can talk about your finances. Are you financially stable? And I'm not meaning rich.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
like, do you pay your freaking bills, or are
Well,
you
no,
expecting me to pay
it's
them?
what do you do? And here's that question. You ready for the question?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living? That's the question.
Oh, I'm a disabled
That's-
veteran.
that's how
You're
they
a
did-
poor ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Or
it.
I work
said
at I work at McDonald's. You're a poor ass
You-
motherfucker.
You have no goals and no aspirations.
Yes.
I'm a student. What
Versus-
are you studying? Doctor. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm all
Well, I
in
mean,
on this.
I'm in school.
You're 50.
I'm 51, bitch.
And you still haven't gotten it right. There's your problem right there. See?
No, no.
You know,
no.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Every woman that I try to date in this field, not field, but in this demographic that I'm in these days, one huge problems with the past that they apparently are still carrying around. And
If you want a girl without baggage, you've got to go back to high school.
but here's the thing: is I'm perfectly okay with someone having baggage.
You
I get
have
it.
baggage.
I got hell, I got matching fucking luggage. You know, so
We all
I'm
we all
sporting
have
some
baggage.
Gucci.
Yeah.
My baggage is
Okay.
expensive.
Now here's the thing, and you know what? I guess I freak women out because they'll say something like, you know, when you're first getting to know them and they like you, they'll slip up a little bit because you know you got this stupid little jockeying game that's got to go on in the beginning.
Right.
And
It's not a game. We are virtually retarded when it comes to being in a relationship.
okay, well, okay. So what happens is she goes out with a couple of her friends. Okay, she has a couple drinks and she calls you. And she's drunk and she's at, you know, at the bar, whatever. And she, hey, what's up? You know, and it's adorable. You know, somebody thought of you, and that's all cool and all that other stuff.
It took a half a bottle of tequila to think
Right.
of you, but they thought
Well,
of it.
liquid courage.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Okay, I think it's funny, all that other stuff. But then you find out that the reason why they're drinking, it's not just social, it's something else. And quite frankly, I guess I got a great big 0 in the score column here about that. Because look, if you can live through what I've gone through, granted I'm medicated, but if you can live what I'm going through and still be I'm just looking for relatively sane. I'm just looking for somebody that pays attention to me. As I was explaining earlier to somebody, that it would be awesome to have somebody in the crowd. Let's say I'm doing this stand-up act. Have somebody in the crowd that's looking up at you, that's proud of you. Because when you get to be my age and you're really not, I mean, I'm not a warrant officer. I'm not doing the PSD. I'm not in the operations. I'm not overseas. I'm just kind of hanging out, you know. People don't look at you like that.
Right.
So it's okay. I mean, if you know what's going to be coming or, you know, something like that, you get promoted at work and you tell Variable Speed over here, you know, she's going to be like, hell yeah, more money. So, but you see what I'm saying is
shopping spree.
Yeah, but you get to go.
I'm just kidding.
You get to go, right?
I mean, it's different when you have somebody there that
That
admires
supports
you for your accomplishments.
right. Okay. So with me, let's say, you know, few girls back there, very attractive woman, and she's going to Florida, you know, and she's got a really nice place that she's going to. It's going to be her last vacation with her kids before they're too old to want to go on a vacation with their mother, that kind of stuff,
Right.
which she's recently divorced about 2 years. And I by no means ever said anything about wanting to go. I knew that was their week, all that other stuff. But I dig going shopping for bathing suits. Not for me, but I love watching a beautiful woman try on bikinis.
You don't understand. Swimsuit shopping is not something you take a man to.
It is if you're hot.
Not even if you're hot, because you may think she's hot, just like my husband thinks that, you know, thinks the
Yeah.
world of me. But when
But-
I try to stretch a piece of Lycra over my fat ass, it's not it's not.
But,
I look
see,
like a
you
freaking-
remember where
I
what
look
I'm
like a
talking
beach
about.
seal.
You remember the girls that I'm talking about, where I worked and everything else like that.
No woman has high self-esteem
Okay,
except
but
for
here's the
Hillary
thing.
Clinton, and that's because she has
Yeah.
no mirrors.
But here's the thing: is they were perfectly cool with me coming and wanted me to go, and she wanted. You see what I'm saying? But okay, to hear the tales of what the ex-husband said or the last boyfriend said and stuff like that it's just befuggles me, because then I get lumped into the category of men.
Right.
Men.
But what you have to do, and I understand where you're going with that.
Really? That's a scary thought.
Now, I mean, I do. I understand where you're going with that. I mean, it's because it's like, well, am I being compared?
Mhm.
You know, and so it's a self-esteem thing, but
Right.
I can tell you, you're not being compared,
Yeah.
because if you're doing it right, she's still there.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I guess, probably what I really got to go to is the fact that, and I've actually had a woman say that to me where I sat there and I went, geez, it's just like the relationship's falling apart and all this other stuff. Well, I'm here with you now. And I was like, God, what a
Right. That's
fucking
not
shit
a
answer.
That's
to
not a
that,
good.
you
That's
know?
not a good answer. No.
I don't want now. I want forever.
Right. I'm not looking at the next 5 minutes. I'm looking at the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I don't throw that out to folks.
Right.
I really don't, because I'm not.
But that's what you've got to be saying to yourself in the background.
It's like I
But-
want this to go past, tonight.
Right.
Well, yeah, but and you know what, women don't know. Now I'm talking as a guy. Women don't know the irreparable damage they're doing to themselves when they get out of a bad relationship, like a long-term marriage that went bad with an abusive, whether physical, and they go out and they start drinking every night and screwing everything that's walking around.
Right. That's the wrong direction to head.
They don't understand what they're doing to themselves. They really don't. The irreparable this one lady I dated, she was beautiful. She was a corporate woman and all that other stuff. Holy smokes, I started dating her and all that other stuff. And, she starts crying in my arms and junk like that. And after about a year, I finally started getting some of the stories. After her divorce, she turned into she's a bona fide hoe.
Is there a card for that? I didn't know.
I mean, she was banging everything, and I was like, holy smokes, you just never would have put that together.
But they're after an abusive relationship, women go through two parts. Both of them are the reasons why they do the drinking and they do the partying and they
Men do it too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but the women do it because their self-esteem in the relationship has been so low that any man that pays them any kind of attention, even if it's just for that evening, oh my God, I'm drunk and you're just like the most beautiful person on the planet. She will go to that because she needs that approval. Now she knows that it's not going to last. She knows that. Going into a one night stand with a man, you know that this is not something, but you're reaching for a higher standard of man. When I was single after the relationship I was in, oh hell yeah! If a hot guy, one that I looked at and was like, oh my God, I'll never be able to, and he wanted to be with me, even if it was just for a night, it was like, I did that. I reached that level.
Yeah, but now you see what I'm talking about, though, right? I mean, I think that I didn't when I came out of my relationships or any of my bad relationships, I never went around just trying to pick up everything I could sleep with.
It wasn't just because it's not just because you want to put notches on your belt, but it's because you need that momentary ego boost.
Well, okay, so here, I'm glad you said that. And then my next topic, and then we'll get the hell out of here, is women that post on Facebook. Okay. And let's say they post at a party and they're like, woohoo, party on, and all that other stuff. And 80 freaking guys freaking post everything from you're beautiful to I'll gargle your bathwater. Okay. And then they sit there and go, I hate the way guys treat, the way the guys act.
Yeah,
around
that's
me.
sort of that double-edged sword.
Yeah, I love the attention. And then
I want
really
all the
cracks
attention,
up-
but I don't like the way it's.
Yeah.
I want the attention, but I don't want it the way it's coming at me. What she's basically saying is, I don't know how to get a man's attention without being this way. And that's what women need to change about how they are.
Good
is
point.
They need
Very good.
to change how they behave in order to get the right kind of attention from men. But when we behave like good Christian women and we wear normal clothing, we don't get that attention. So we have to be the party girl, boobs out, beer in hand.
You know what? That woman doesn't attract me.
And I can understand why, because that
woman.
Okay, the Kiss My
down.
Ass Club.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. There are some good people on there, but there are some seriously
now
low self-esteem people on there.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. It's very sad, isn't it?
It is. It's disgusting.
Roy, he can't believe how big those groups get so fast.
It's basically a hookup site.
Yeah. Well, nobody's hooking up.
Well, not hooking up, but every day, the first thing I see from them is some sort of a
drop a selfie, booty thing or something. But now the Kiss My Ass Club 2 is the big one. There's like 60,000 members. And there's no nudity. If you post nudity, he'll take it off in a second. But what he's done is and I think you're in a couple of the same groups that I've gone into. I didn't
go into the nude one for a very good reason, because that was creeping me out a little bit, how pushy that guy was being.
There's and everybody tells me, you can't have nudity on Facebook. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. And you see what's going on? And this is Facebook.
Yeah.
It is a closed group. It's a secret group. And they will, you
can set your settings for this.
Right. So, anything is game on this one and another one. But it is extremely, if you're into the psyche of people, social media is an excellent place to get your doctorate. It's, man, I'm telling you, people, it's really strange.
I saw one posting that said it was a series of pictures and a series of sexual positions, and each one was numbered, and it says post your name, and anybody who replies, post which number you would do to that person.
Oh yeah.
And I watched these women post their names, and these guys just go, this number, this number, this number, this number, and then the guys would post their names, and no females would post anything.
Right.
I was like, guys, do you understand why the girls aren't posting on this? They're not looking for this. They're putting their pictures up, and they're putting themselves out there because they are looking for somebody to care about them.
Or to show them attention.
And to show them attention.
Yeah.
But they're not out there actively searching for you.
I won't say her name, but this one I'm bringing up right here. Basically, you see the word former right there. I'm just going to say former military, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This one is screaming, absolutely screaming for attention, to a point that I've actually talked to her and said, hey, take it easy. I mean, enjoy, see what I mean? And there are, I can't tell you, I would probably say 10, 15 a day. It's everything she does. It's if she goes to the bathroom, I'm heading to the bathroom, videos, see, she talks about her dog. Oh man. It concerns me.
Boobs and more boobs.
Yeah. And then now here's the thing, and this is full circle where we're going with this, is that if you so much as comment, now I don't, because God, my daughter's older than she is. Not that would stop me, but it's like if you comment, okay, you see this right. If you comment, you will find that she just absolutely goes ballistic on you. So,
yeah. Because then it makes it feel her better.
Well, yeah, but I mean, is it one of those things that that it makes her feel better?
It makes her feel better
more
because
control.
Yes, she has put herself out there in a position that garners the attention.
Yeah, she did a photo shoot that, let me tell you something. It was as provocative as you could get away with on Facebook. Are you reading this?
I was looking for it.
Yeah. I would, before I say anything about that, I'm gonna have to make sure everything's cool. I know the person who sent it, but I've never heard of these folks. And it just seems like something that big would be
big news.
Big news. All right, hey, let's go home. What do y'all say?
I'm saying let's go.
Let's go. All right. Hey, it's a world according to Mike. We dropped down to next to nothing, but that's cool with me. Hey, it's this Friday at the Social House. Come on about 7, say hi, 7:30 to 8. Somewhere in there, they're going to throw me in the mix, and I'm going to do a little stand-up comedy, have some fun, have some drinks.
I'll come see you, and I'll be proud.
The food is amazing out there. What'd you say?
I said I'll sit out there, and I'll be proud.
Oh, that's so cool. The best co-host in the world. Now get this. You know I'm gonna have to steal the Lord of the Onion Ring joke.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, it's Military Mike. Variable speed. You got anything?
Nope. All good today.
All good today. Captain Pat.
I'm good, man.
All right. Well, we're gonna go research this little ad this little news article that just came up. Hey, look, I'll be on the morning show tomorrow. I believe it's just Scotty and I. The morning show with DJ Scotty is Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 10. We've got a little scheduling change in the evenings. It looks like the next show that'll be on will be Wednesday night, which is The Rough Edge. Not Roughage, but The Rough Edge with the Guru.
Not lettuce and
yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking vegetable because the guy's in a wheelchair, but maybe that's not funny.
Wow.
So, okay. So I'm getting a note right here. I think it's satire. I do too.
When I pulled it up, it's the only.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the only thing out there. So
Ooh, let's be careful. Okay. So, what the hell was I talking about? I don't know, but it was funny.
You were listing all the other shows. So
Thursday night, Ladies Talk.
nights.
Ladies Talk with DJ Smiles. I believe Redneck Steph is helping out there a little bit. So,
and then Friday night is open.
It's Ladies Talk, and guess what? It's a bunch of ladies and a bunch of saucers of milk, and they talk. So
don't ever make that noise on the radio again.
And then. Yeah, man, wouldn't it be cool to just do a little DJ set, like 70s music if
well, you know what? You don't even have to do like the era. You could just say, hey, you know what? We're going to do like songs that were done that were released in 1974.
I'm doing Taco Tuesdays.
God, we're out of here.
Nothing but women.
We're out of here. I was supposed to go have a taco dinner tomorrow night. Thanks. Just rub it in. All right. Hey, it's World According Mike, and it's July 11th, and we're out of here.
Later.
Bye. All right. Say goodbye on YouTube-age.
Bye
goodbye on YouTube-age.